Yo, 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 blah, 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 blah. Skirt bag and Baneson back with you again. What is up, my guy? How are we doing on this beautiful Wednesday evening? It is Wednesday, September 21st.
6:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're chilling on the East Coast. We're sitting in our houses, and we're recording an episode of the Random Roommates podcast. Dude, I've got a little bit of pep in my step for this week's episode after our conversation we had this morning.
I also have some pep in my step. I've been feeling good, dude. Monday was good, right? Like double Monday night football games. Birds get a dub.
Birds got a huge dub.
But like huge dub. They look nice. And Monday I had a craving for walk and roll dumplings out of nowhere, and then Lex was like, "Well, they're closed. It's Monday." And I was like, "Oh fuck, you're right." But I got them yesterday. She picked up walk and roll on her way home from her mom, so I got the dumplings, and she's like, "Did the dumplings hit? Like, did the walk and roll? Did it satisfy your walk and roll craving?" And I was like, "Dude, yeah." I was like, "The dumplings from there are amazing. Everything else is good at worst." Like, some of the stuff is like, "Oh, this is really good." But, like, at worst, you're getting, like, a good meal. It's fine. Right? But their dumplings just hit so much different, dude. I'm in love with their dumplings. It's crazy.
Dude, the last time you and I got walk and roll together, I got their crab rangoons, and those were top tier. Like, yeah. I could eat a tray of 12 of them with no problem. That's how good they were. I
got their orange chicken dinner combo, which was so good. When I lived in Magnolia, I used to get the orange chicken all the time. Like, that was my go-to, became my favorite thing. And I literally ate it once a week because I'd walk Benjamin every day on my lunch, and they lived at the corner of my neighborhood then. So I would literally just, like, walk there.
The walk and roll people lived?
Or they worked.
Hey, maybe they lived there. Maybe it was like they live in the up top. You know what I mean? Like,
there is no up top, but they might live there.
The Chinese restaurant in my hometown was like a family business, and the first floor was the restaurant that lived upstairs. It was kind of dope. It was a dope little setup.
I went to a fire Italian place like that in Philly once. But yeah, I used to go there all the time. Orange chicken, fell in love with it, and then moved away, didn't have it. And then when we bought this place, I was like, we're going to walk and roll, obviously, like, first week living there. And I get to orange chicken. I'm like, yo, this is fire in my mouth, dog. This shit is so spicy. I don't know what happened. Like, they made their shit, like, way spicier since the last time I had it. And it was, like, not enjoyable for me. Like, I fuck with spice. Like, orange chicken is supposed to be a little bit spicy. Yeah, it was too much. I wasn't really fucking with it. And I haven't gotten it for mad long. And then I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm getting the orange chicken. And it was bomb again last night. It didn't fuck with
whoever made the mixture probably put too much spice in it.
Yeah,
like
they
than
just
usual. Because I feel like orange chicken's usually never like spicy hot. You know what I mean?
Theirs always is, but it's fire.
Really?
It's like
I don't think I've ever had a
spicy
orange chicken.
And then it's spicy.
Yeah,
it's nice.
That sounds good.
It's clean.
That sounds good.
And they have like little pieces of orange peel in there. It's fucking amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Walk and roll does not fuck around, dude.
Nope.
If there's anything you guys get from listening to this episode, like, just leave with that bit of information. Walk and roll does not miss.
Can't miss, won't miss.
Impossible for them to miss.
But so then this morning, Lex and I hit the gym together. I'm like, dude, I've been fucking going crazy because I can't go to the gym. I can't work out. All I do is fucking lay around this house like a piece of shit. So we went to the gym this morning, did a little back and buys action.
Oh, nice. Was that your first time, like, being back in the gym at all? Like, to any extent?
Yeah, I did, like, one fucking 5-minute chest workout in my basement with Lex's 10-pound kettlebells, and I was like, this is not cutting it. I gotta lift real weight.
Yeah. That's good, though. That probably felt great after how long has it been? Like 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
At least. Yeah, 3.5 at least. I think we're going to go tomorrow morning, too. Probably do a little shoulder action. I've been wanting to do shoulders. But I don't know, maybe just like chill after that. I don't like going to the gym with the boot on because like I came home, took the boot off, like relaxed a little bit, showered, and then I went to put my boot on and it was legitimately wet with sweat. And I was like, yeah, no grazie.
Yeah, I only got 3 more weeks with this thing.
So then I just like left my boot out to dry for like a few more hours before I put it on. But I don't like going around without my boot.
Right.
Because like I want my shit to heal the way it's supposed to heal.
Right.
Prefer to not need surgery.
Yeah, might as well just suck it up and have the boot on at all times for 6 weeks and get a fucked up leg and then need surgery.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go no boot to the gym, though. Just wear regular gym shoes. We go there for like half hour, 45 minutes. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It's like not doing cardio or anything.
Right.
So, and obviously I'm not going to lift legs.
You're just sitting there squatting with a boot on.
Yeah, right. So I think I'll just go no boot and just wear regular shoes to the gym, so then my boot's not fucking filled with sweat when I'm leaving.
Yeah, or just like wrap a plastic bag around your leg and then stick your foot in the boot and then go.
That's true. I could do that. I would sweat
that's
a
what
lot
I used
more,
to,
but the sweat.
Well,
would
that's
be
what
in
I
the
used to do
bag.
for when I had to shower and I had my arm cast on. I would just obviously throw like a grocery bag over top, but you could probably do it with your foot.
Yeah, but like reverse, like the opposite.
Your leg's gonna be sweaty.
As fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, when I broke my pinky snowboarding, it was like right before my like a big snowboarding trip up to Vermont with Foy and Cappy and some of their boys from school. And I was like, dude, I gotta go. Like, I'm not missing this trip. Because they were staying on the mountain, like in a lodge with like their college's ski club. And I was like, all right, I'm coming and I'm bringing an air mattress and I'm sleeping on the floor. Like, whatever. I'm going to be literally on one of the cabins on the side of the mountain. Like, all I got to do is get tickets, lift tickets.
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
literally on the mountain. So
Chilling.
I did that. And I just brought like mini garbage bags and tied them around my arm with the cast.
To
and I shit you
snowboard with?
not, and it was warmer than my other hand. Like, I was
Dude,
sweating
you're
like
probably
a motherfucker.
sweating. Yeah, dude.
The only
There's
time
no
it was
escape
cold,
for any condensation. Like,
No.
when you have plastic wrapped around you like that, you're sweating your balls off.
Yeah, that's why they have like those sweatsuits that like a lot of UFC fighters and shit use, and you're literally
Yeah,
just
like when
wrapped
they
in a
run on the
garbage
treadmill.
bag, like a
Yeah.
huge fucking big like industrial garbage bag.
Yep.
The only time I was cold, we were on this one lift and it went like up over a little peak. And when we got to the top of the peak and there was nothing to protect you from the wind, dude, the wind was whipping
just
like crazy. And like the snow was getting blown off of the trees and into us, dude. The fucking
Yeah.
you couldn't barely see 50 yards in front of you. All the chairs are swaying, filled with people. So sketchy. But we were
Dude,
good. It was a nice mountain.
That's how the mountain that Maggie and I hiked in Colorado was like. Like, we're like, I mean, we took a train like up the side, or like this really slow thing that goes all the way up it. But like at the base or like halfway up where you get on was like, it was in the middle of July or end of July. So it was like the middle of the summer, but it was still like only 75 to 80 degrees at the bottom. And then we got to the top and the wind was just whipping like crazy and it was freezing cold. And it wasn't even like gusts of wind. It was just a constant like force of wind flying across the top of this mountain.
Damn, that's tough scenes.
Within like 30 minutes. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but like it was just cool to like experience the difference of like temperature and just be like, this is like wind that has no, like there's nothing blocking this wind. So it's just a natural just whip. It's like a different kind of wind almost.
Are you guys going to move to Denver, you think?
Yeah, that's our like 5-year plan.
Carl's moving to Denver in January.
Oh, you guys should meet us out there.
Carl wanted me to move out there. He said if I move out there with him, we could smoke, snow, and do some snuggles.
That sounds amazing. Throw in a pizza and I'm good, dude.
I was like, Carl, I just bought a house not even a year ago. But yeah, I will be visiting for smoking and snowboarding.
And cuddling.
And I guess we can snuggle too.
Yeah, especially if it's gonna be cold. Yeah, dude, Maggie and I have actually like looked at a few like houses. Like, obviously we don't plan on buying a house anytime soon, but like just in this market, and we found some pretty solid like not deals, but like the prices aren't as bad as you would think.
Yeah.
If we were to buy a house like 30 to 40 minutes from Denver, or like 25, like essentially you guys to Philly is how far we want to be. But it's not
I'm
bad
the same
at all.
way. I would love that if like, because think about it, if you live 20 minutes outside of Denver, you're also like 20 minutes from the mountains, like good mountains.
No, I mean,
you
dude,
know
that's basically like Red Rocks area. I mean, obviously not all the way around the city, but like it's that far, and it's such an easy drive. Like the highway system there is pretty solid. Like there's never any like heavy traffic compared to like obviously like New York, LA. But even like Myrtle Beach traffic is way worse than Denver traffic.
Oh, for sure. Myrtle Beach is fucked.
Myrtle Beach is so fucked. I'm so glad I got out of there when I did.
Talking to my Uber driver about the 501 traffic when we went to the game.
Oh, to the Coastal game?
Yeah.
It's
he was
like
he was saying he was like we're supposed to get there at like 4 but whatever because of traffic, and I'm like, dude, I do not miss the traffic at all. And he was like, yeah, dude, 501 is just brutal. And I was like, it is. It's terrible. My buddy got a DUI. He had to drive him from fucking campus to out here to Legends every night to work. It was horrendous because he worked at a bar, so he had to take him there at 5, which is the worst fucking time to drive
And
on that
dude,
road.
you could literally get from campus to Legends where he worked at if there was no traffic in 5 minutes. But it takes you 45 minutes to get there because for some reason, like the most major highway in the area is only 2 lanes.
Yep.
So dumb.
But then you got fucking 31 that's 3 lanes, and there's like 3 cars on it a day.
Yeah. And then not only do you have a 2-lane massive highway, but you've also got 60,000 stoplights every 5 seconds. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of lights.
Hard. So many lights off a major highway. It makes no sense, dude. But
I think it'd be tough to have that without. It's not built like a major highway. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. They need to make it a major
like a
highway.
busy road.
Yeah, it's built like a busy road, but it's used as like a major highway because it's connecting.
Yeah, because it's the only fucking way in and out.
Right. It's so dumb, dude. Makes no sense.
Yeah. Stupid.
I don't miss that at all. But like that's what I'm saying. Like 20 minutes outside of a major city, because especially like with dogs and like. We want to have a fenced-in yard and stuff. We don't want to have to like take our dog to a dog park just to poop. You know what I mean? We just want a spot for them to be.
No, I agree. And if you're looking at Denver, right, it's like it would be cool to be in the city if you're in an apartment. But if you're in the city and you have a house with a yard and a fence, I would not feel super safe there. Like I feel like the suburbs of Denver, like right on the outskirts of the city where you could actually get a house with a fence, is probably like there's some sketchy characters.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's the truth about most cities too. Like Facts. I just feel like if you have a house in the city, like it's I don't know. I just feel like apartment living is safer like when you're living in a major city like that.
Yeah,
I would want to
100%.
be like outside of the city but close enough to where we, after work on a random Tuesday night, if we want to just go get some food to eat, we can drive 20 minutes down the road and be, like, in the city.
Right.
Plus, it'd be cool to see all the sports and shit, too. Like, I want to be close to the stadiums.
I think Lex and I got to go into the city more on, like, random days. We don't really eat out too much. We got a date night planned for Saturday. We're going to do all-you-can-eat sushi. It's fucking bomb.
Ooh. I've been to an all-you-can-eat sushi like twice, but both times it was a great experience, dude.
Dude, there's this one that's near us, and it is so good.
What's it called?
I forget. It's just like a regular sushi place. They just have an all-you-can-eat menu.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's probably even better, dude. The quality of sushi is probably going to be so much better.
Yeah, it's really good, dude. And you go there, it's like $25 for the all-you-can-eat, and they have like a bunch of appetizers, but they have what we like. I really love the Connie salad, and Lex really loves shumai. So we always get both of those for appetizer. And then they have a bunch of them, like a bunch of appetizers to choose from. They have like all their rolls basically. Like almost every special roll is on the menu, plus every single like generic roll is on the menu. And you just order like whatever you want. You put numbers next to however many you want. If you want 2 of some roll, you put 2 next to it. And you just they have like all-you-can-eat menus that are laminated with like expo markers, and then you just keep giving them the menu, and they keep bringing the food out. But by this point, we pretty much will get like we'll each get an appetizer, or we'll get like Connie salad and shumai, split it, and then we'll do like 4 rolls, like all specialty rolls, and then just house them all.
What is shumai?
They're like little like cube-shaped, essentially shrimp dumplings.
Cube-shaped shrimp dumplings?
They're cube-shaped, yeah. But it's basically just like...
Talk about a fucking tongue twister, dude. My God. Cube-shaped shrimp dumplings. Cube-shaped shrimp dumplings. That's kind of tough. I want to hear a rapper put that in like one of their raps and like make it sound good. Say That'd that fast. Dope. Let me see that.
I don't know. I can't even think of anything that quick.
Cube-shaped shrimp dumplings.
You get the bag, you drop it, fumbling.
Eat the bag, drop it, fumbling. I wish Weird Al or like somebody who makes like parody music would make a song. I mean, I guess Lil Dicky kind of did it with Too High, but like a song of just like getting the munchies super late at night and making the trip out of your bed, down the stairs to the fridge to like the kitchen general area. Just like give me some food bars. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, I want food bars. I'm sure that there's something similar out there, but Too High is pretty close. It's pretty good, too.
Have you ever seen the music video for that?
I don't know, probably,
Dude,
but not
it's
in a
so
while.
funny. It's so funny, dude.
I like the music video for Pillow Talking or Pillow Talk.
Oh, that one's good.
That one's
Do you
great.
fuck with the war?
I love Brain in that music video. Brain got
That is that is honestly one of the most underrated music videos ever.
Yeah,
it's like watching
amazing.
a movie, dude, but like
yeah,
through a
it
song.
is. It
it's
is
awesome.
like a movie.
Yeah,
but that's because that's how Lil Dicky's music is. Like a lot of his music is like dialogue,
stories
and stuff
and
like that,
dialogue.
and stories. Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas everybody else is like just spitting bars.
Mm-hmm. I wish we'd get word on like a new season of Dave soon.
Yeah, that'd
like
be
it's
dope.
been
I'd
a
love to
minute.
see new Dave. I watched JID's Tiny Desk concert.
Was it
today.
good? I haven't seen it yet. I saw it pop up on my YouTube, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch that later."
Yeah,
but I never
was
did.
pretty good. It's not. It's missing some hard bass, you know, some heavy hitting 808s.
yeah.
But like it's all acoustic. It's good. He sounds good. The band sounds good, and like I think
What
he
songs
played good
does he do?
songs. He does Never, which is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
He does Off the Zoinkies.
Nice.
He does System M, and I think it was
that's
recorded
off his
before.
new one, right?
Yeah, it was recorded before it came out because he was like talking. He did like another song off of the Forever Story, and he was like, "This is all my new stuff, like something we're working on." He did. There's another one that I really like that he did, but I can't remember it.
Surround sound. No,
Yes.
imagine. Oh,
Yes.
really? He does
Yeah,
that
yeah.
acoustic?
Yeah, he does surround sound and then just kind of like skips over 21's beat and he gives like 21's verse and it gives him like a little shout out, and then goes right into his like ending verse.
Oh, I need to watch this now, dude.
Yeah, that one
need
was
to
good.
watch
I
it
kind of
now.
got the chills when when they started playing surround sound. I was like, oh shit, yeah.
Oh, dude, the Tiny Desk concert series is just such
so
a
good.
great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The Mac Miller one is fucking amazing.
I think Mac Miller's my favorite, and then Flatbush is my second favorite. The one they did in like that.
Yeah, there's.
Remember
was good
we watched
too.
that. We watched that in OBX, didn't we? Remember
Yeah,
that
I think
came
so.
out? Yeah, it was during COVID, so they were just like in a lockdown studio, like out in the middle of nowhere, and they had.
I wonder if
some
like
dope background
Post or
singers.
Russ have done a Tiny Desk concert because I think they would be dope for Tiny Desk.
I'm sure Post Malone has, right? I feel like he's.
Yeah,
That's
has
right
to,
up his alley, dude.
right?
There was one that I watched. I forget who it was. Jack Harlow's is pretty good. If you've
I didn't know
seen
he
his.
had one.
Yeah.
I think Post Malone might have done one. No, I don't think so. I lied.
Russ would be great on that shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. You gotta get the boys out there. I looked in to see if you could get I don't think Russ has done it either.
No, I would know if he's done a Tiny Desk.
Yeah, him and Post Malone, they both got to get on there. I was looking in if you could get like tickets to him, but you can't. I saw this website. It was like there's a few ways to get there. Number one is you could schedule a tour of NPR, and if you get lucky enough, there might be a concert going on whenever your tour is. Like the odds
And
of that
you
are.
can just attend. You can just attend.
Yeah,
those?
if you're walking through, I guess. If you're getting a tour, why not?
That's cool.
They're like the other way is you can work there. All the employees get invited. Everyone that works there gets invited to all of them. But I don't think they do them at the same offices. So like obviously it depends what office
Right.
they're at and shit. And then the third way is employees can invite guests. So you can have a friend that works there or a family member.
Damn, so it's like super exclusive.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like a series they did, like recording a music video where he put on this little concert. I didn't know it was like a live event. You could like. I didn't know there were live viewers for that. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, there's always people like cheering in the audience and
That's
stuff.
true. But I don't know.
And the artist is usually, I feel like, talking with them. Like in JID's, he was talking with them and stuff. He was like, I got a little singing in this one, so if I hit the pitch right, everybody's nipple's gonna get hard. But it's not like.
see, dude, and Mac talks in his too. But I thought
Yeah.
that he was just talking to like the. Like, you know what I mean? I thought he was just being Mac, just
Like
like talking to like his
like
bandmates
us.
and shit. Yeah.
Or like
No, not even. I thought he was just talking to the people in the room. Like I didn't know. It just they make it seem like the artists like aren't aware of them being recorded. You know what I mean? It's like a very live experience.
JID's was interesting when he seemed like a little bit reserved, right? Like he seemed like almost like uncomfortable being in that intimate of a setting.
Yeah. Like the whole time?
No, I feel like he kind of opened up a little bit, but the first maybe 7 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Like his song, like the way that he sang kind of like came out different than like seeing him live. But it's way different because it's more like singing low key. You're not like yelling into a
it's
mic
acoustic,
at fucking
right.
Rolling Loud. Right. It's a little different.
Those mics like at Rolling Loud too are probably so like auto-tuned and just like filtered up. Like, because you're literally trying to project that sound to thousands and thousands of people off of one stage. In this place, it's just you're in a room. So
yeah, exactly.
So
his
different.
mic was fucking skinnier than my cock.
Just a little pencil.
Dude, it was so small.
Was it one of those like little like real skinny with the little bud like the head wasn't like as big as mine, right?
It was just like really skinny, like probably about like as wide as like a penny, but then long, like maybe like 10 inches.
Was there a regular
big needle dick energy?
Was there a regular head on it?
No, that was the whole thing. It was like a bar mic.
Oh,
yeah,
it
was like a stretched out bar mic.
That's wild. Just singing into a sound bar.
Yeah, basically. Just go watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that tonight for sure.
I don't have anything else that I want to talk about. You want to end it here?
20 minutes in, we got to do some bits or something. I think we should give. So Kenny and I, Kenny discovered this and then let me know via text. But apparently we had some episodes that were looking pretty good. Like we're getting some people listening here. So shout out to y'all. That shit is dope.
I don't know how. It has to be a fucking broken system. We have 4 episodes that have did crazy numbers. One of them had like over 700 downloads. One of them had over 400, and the other 2 were both over 200. And everything else is like
30,
20.
20.
Yeah. Our lowest is only 12, so hey, that's good. Double digits is our lowest.
Double digits is our lowest. I'll take that all day, dude. If that's how you're starting, bro, come on.
Yeah. I mean, but we're averaging like mid-20s.
Yeah, but it was cool to see, like, we had, and it wasn't just, like, one where we had, like, one that had, like, 700 downloads. We had, like, a consistent streak there of, like...
Maybe that's when we were posting our TikToks. We got to go back and see when we were posting TikToks.
Yeah, I can look at it right now. You want me to pull up the numbers?
Yeah, pull up the numbers. And I'll talk to you about what I'm drinking. Because I told you I got something else that wasn't great. Or that was also great. So I'm drinking this Pum Queen.
Pum Queen.
It's like a little queen drinking her pumpkins. It's from.
I love, dude. That would be a sick tattoo. Obviously, not like the Pum Queen beer part, but just like the skeleton with the. Yeah, that would be sweet,
with a fucking dagger and a chalice.
Yeah.
So it's from Bonesaw. You and I went there, I think, on your birthday. Right? We went to Yards.
Oh yeah,
and then we
yeah.
tried to go to Evil Genius, but they were closing, so we went to Bonesaw.
Yep.
So this is from there. I know they're good. This one's really good. I got it on Sunday, and it's 4.7. It's a vanilla pumpkin spice cream ale.
Ooh. Oh,
yeah.
Dude, that sounds banging. You haven't tried it yet? Oh, you have?
I have, yeah. It's delicious, dude. I gave it like mid or high 8s.
Oh shit. Okay. That's pretty high on Kenny's beer scale.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like a huge pumpkin beer guy. At least historically, I haven't been. But I like really good pumpkin.
Really good
beers.
Ones. Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. I won't drink like a regular generic like pumpkin flavored beer, but if it's like
because it's made with shit. If it's made with like real pumpkin and it's done right, it's fucking bomb. That's why I like the craft pumpkin beers. Yeah. Sandra brought one over first NFL Sunday, and it was pretty good. I like that one, but this one's really good. Big fan.
if it's like a Sam Adams pumpkin flavored beer, I'm probably not going to get it. But if it's like a good craft beer,
I don't like Sam Adams.
I like a lot. My favorite Sam Adams is probably the Cold Snap.
Yeah, I don't really like any Sam Adams.
Cold Snaps and Oktoberfest are probably my 2 favorites. But other than that, like
yeah, see, I really don't like their Oktoberfest. I think it's dookie.
Really? Oh, I love their Oktoberfest, dude. But you have to be in the mood for it though. Like you can't just like, that's my beer of choice, because then I'm gonna think you're a psycho. But
yeah, dude, this Pum Queen is fucking amazing.
Dude, I'm gonna go over to the bodega and get some more pumpkin beers, I think.
I gotta send you some of these or something.
They have like a whole new selection over there of like, I was looking for the Dreamy Eyes. They still don't have the Dreamy Eyes back, but they have a whole selection of pumpkin beers and like fall flavored beers now. So I'm gonna get my paws wet.
Hell yeah. It's like, dude, whatever. Maybe I'm a basic bitch. I don't care. Pumpkin season comes around and I'm here for it, bro.
Dude, I don't care about any of that shit, dude. If it's like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't like if someone's like, "Oh, you're a white bitch." It tastes good. Like if I'm at Starbucks and I get like a girly, fruity, pumpkin flavored thing, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. It tastes good. Like at Luna, we were there. I got that s'mores like iced frappe or whatever. But I was like, it tastes good. I know. Tell you, I'm not gonna drink coffee because it's like, fucking just nut oil.
Right. I saw this Instagram drawn today, and it was this girl who was like in the driver's seat, and her boyfriend comes walking out of a coffee shop with this big smile on her face, and she's like, "Oh, like look at you with that big smile on your face, like she makes you so happy, doesn't she?" Blah blah blah. She's like, "Is that because of the coffee?" And he's like, "Yeah, this coffee's fucking amazing." And then she's just like getting jealous and stuff, and he's like, "Well, how about you stop being jealous and you learn how to make a good coffee?" He was like, "Why don't you learn how to make it? Instead of being jealous, why don't you go in there and have a conversation with her and ask her how she makes it? And then, you could say, I'll save myself $8 a day because you'll be making it. Sometimes twice. Like, sometimes twice a day." And then she's just like, "All right, you're right, hold the phone." And then I guess she went inside. I don't know.
That's so funny and so true, dude. Because if I learned how to make like as good a cup of coffee as like a Starbucks, like whatever I get, like iced coffee, I would never go get coffee. Right. Like, when I go get coffee, it's always 20 times better than the coffee I make at home. Like, I don't even drink coffee at home because I'm like, I know it's not going to be as good as what I can get down the street, but I don't feel like going down the street, so I'm just going to stay home and not get coffee.
I don't have, like, any craft coffee places near me that I know of. Lex is not a big coffee drinker, and, like, I drink my coffee at home, right? And I usually drink it black. And most of the time when I go places, I end up getting something that I end up not liking. Like, if I go to Starbucks, first of all, I don't know what the fuck to order. I never know what to order.
Remember the last time we were in Starbucks?
Yeah, and it was terrible. I got whatever I was terrible. That's what I do. I freeze, and then my coffee sucks, and I don't like the way that their coffee tastes black. I know that for sure. If I'm in Dunkin'...
You just got to find one thing you like and stick with that every time. I know,
and I did one time, and I'm so upset. I was watching Pat McAfee show, and they had one of the Avalanche players on, one of their defensemen on, like when they were in the Stanley Cup final this year, and he said what he had, and it sounded pretty good. He's like, "This is what my wife gets. Like I get it. It's good. It's pretty light." It was like cold brew, or maybe it was like just like an iced coffee, but it was like vanilla with some kind of milk, and it sounded really good. And I was like, word up, I'm going to get that literally tonight when I go to the city, because I had like a dinner that night with the interns in New York City. So I had to get there a little bit early for like parking and traffic purposes. So I stopped in Starbucks and I got it. And I was like, "Yo, this shit's slapping." And now I forget what it is. So
you remembered it off the top when he said it, but then...
Well, I did it that day and I fucking wrote it down. And
I
texted Lex about it. And then I went back and I was able to find it.
You still don't have access to that text message?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Just got
my phone got ran over.
Oh yeah.
Like July.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, dude. Whenever I have to like remember something, where I'm like, I'll see something like that, and I'll be like, "Oh, I want to remember that." I always just put it in my notes on my phone because I know if I do it anywhere else, I won't remember.
I either notes or I text Lex.
Yep. Yeah.
Because texting Lex is easier and it's like quicker and it's more of like a natural instinct. So I'll be like, "Okay, I can do this real quick. Here's a text," and then I'll be like, "That's for me for later." I do that with tweets sometimes. Like I'll like want to look into a tweet, but I don't have the time, so I'll like send it to Lex and be like, "This is for me for later."
Dude, there's like a bookmark thing. You can just tab them.
Nope, I did not.
Yep. If you want to like look at a thread later, like I always just bookmark the thing, and then you can go back into your bookmarks tab and find like all the tweets that you were interested in enough to bookmark them.
That's like saving on Instagram, basically.
Yeah. I never use that though. I don't know why.
I use it all the time, dude. I save shit all the time.
I just like have
workouts, food, and motivational things.
I've like strongly dislike Instagram now compared to what it used to be. I don't know. I feel like I used Instagram as kind of like the Facebook of pictures, like when I first got it, obviously, and now it's just pretty like I'm seeing everything. Like every time I hop on Instagram, I'll see like out of 10 minutes of being on there, I'll see 1 or 2 pictures of like my friends and people that I actually follow, and the rest is just like memes, sports, and like random shit. I'm like, if I want all that stuff, I just go to TikTok because that's just where I watch all that shit. But like
That's fair.
Instagram's annoying, dude. I wish I could go back and like use like the old version of it.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah,
But
the old
I like
versions
it,
of
dude.
apps.
I don't see much of my friends or like people that I know posting, but that's because it's so easy to get like if I just want to like something or if I want to like click it to get sound, it opens up in a reel. So then when I swipe to go down, I'm swiping through reels instead of swiping through my feed, which pisses me off. I'd rather stay on my feed.
Stay on my feed, yeah.
Because I follow the people whose shit I want to see.
Yep.
And
It's
throw
just
me in an ad every now and again, like a targeted like like sometimes I'll see like random posts from people that like working out and stuff like that, and then I'll be like, oh, like let me go check out their shit, right? And like I'll find like new like exercise people to follow or new like food people to follow, shit like that. You know what I mean?
right.
Like that's fine, dude. Throw me one of those every fifth person. Every fifth post. Throw me a fucking targeted ad for some other profile. I don't care, but just let me stay in my feed.
Yeah. I never like realized that that's what I hated about Instagram, but that's like a huge part of it, honestly. Now I think about it, especially when I'm on my feed and I go to click the volume button, and it's like now I'm in Reels. I just want to keep scrolling. Like I don't want to have to switch back and forth.
And then I get like lost in Reels. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. I mean, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, and the other thing is like I don't know why I'm not like this, but like whenever I get an like a DM on Instagram, I just never remember to like look at it. You know what I mean? Like I'll get a message and like guys being dudes or like someone like you know how I send you a message if you like your story or get tagged or something. Like I'll never. So my Instagram notifications are always just huge because I'll see it pop up on my phone and be like, all right, I'll look at that later. But I never go back to actually click into my Instagram notifications. It's always like when I go on Instagram itself.
I turned all my social media notifications off. So I don't have any notifications for Instagram or Twitter, but I don't get the icon either. I just click in there, and then if I have like DMs or something, then.
Do you still get like the little like number, like the red number?
No, I turned that off. You can turn that off too.
Yeah, I could. I think I'm going to, dude. Because...
You can turn that off and leave like banner notifications so they come up like when you get them. You just don't get the fat number in there. It probably says like 100 plus.
I would rather have the number than the banners. The banner notification is what pisses me off because it makes my phone ding like so many more times than it should be.
Yeah.
And it's just like distracting at times.
I just got my Apple Watch set up again. Such a fucking headache because it was paired to my old phone. My old phone got ran over, so I had to go through all this fucking trouble of erasing it. I haven't worn it in mad long, so I had to update, bro. It was like a 6-hour process, and I'm not exaggerating.
Oh my god, dude.
But I was like working and stuff. Like I wasn't like just trying to do that for 6 hours.
Right.
And I forget what I was saying. What were we talking about? Oh, notifications.
Yeah.
Dude, I only downloaded 3 apps to my phone. It was All Trails.
To your phone or to your watch?
Or to my watch. It was All Trails, TD Ameritrade, so I could look at my stocks, and something else. I did like just those 3. And I'm getting notifications for fucking DraftKings Sportsbook, fucking everything is coming through. So I had to like go through on my phone and like it preset to give all of my watch all of my notifications, even for apps that weren't on. I'm like, okay, let me turn fucking almost all of these off except for the ones that I want.
That's so annoying. That's so annoying, dude. He said I kept sleeper in there the last As you should, my friend, as you should.
Yeah, but, dude, what if like I don't have my phone on me and then I have my watch and then it's like, oh, my starting quarterback is out.
Yeah, right, and it's 5 minutes before game time.
Yeah, and I gotta do something. I have to go find a phone.
I've been contemplating like wanting to get an Apple Watch for mainly golf purposes, so I can just have like the GPS and stuff there.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I just wouldn't like. I don't know. I'm just not a watch guy, so I wouldn't wear it. I feel like it would be like a task for me to find it, put it on every day, like charge it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest. The golf thing is like the best thing about it. But it is kind of nice just to be like, oh, like this is how I look at my notifications instead of grabbing a phone.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But still, like, I feel like that'd just be as distracting.
Yeah, it's 100% just as distracting, if not more.
Yeah, that's not what I need.
But I loved my Whoop. I think about going back to it all the time.
What's a Whoop? Like the same,
like
a different.
No, it's like a fitness band. It doesn't tell you the time.
Oh, okay.
And it's like just a fitness band, but it tracks like all your workouts. It tracks your recovery. It tracks your sleep like really, really well, dude. I love how it tracks sleep, but it just like it gives you. They have like a maximum output every day, and it's 21. And then like depending on how well you sleep and like what you're putting into your body, that will like determine how much you recover, right? So you can like if you like, let's say you go so hard and you get your fitness number or your activity number for the day is up to like 20, right? But then you sleep like shit, right? You're out partying all night with the boys after the big win or something, and you sleep for fucking 4 hours. Then you're probably going to be at like start the day at like a 15 or 14 or 16. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, you're already like 2/3 of the way to that 21 max. You should probably like think about taking it easy today because you're not well recovered.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I like
that.
That sounds
awesome.
I love how it tracks how you sleep, and you don't take it off to charge. Which like the Apple Watch, you have to take it off to charge, which I hate because I want it for the sleep thing. So I want to sleep with it on, but like I'm most likely to want to charge it at night.
Right.
With the Whoop, it has a battery pack that you charge, and the battery pack slides over the top of it. So you don't take the Whoop off the charge, you just slide the battery pack over it, and it charges. And then you plug the battery pack in, and it charges.
Oh, so you charge the battery pack, and then to charge the Whoop, you slide the battery pack onto your...
Yeah.
That's a smart idea. I like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I see, like, I would use that.
And it's so convenient, because it'll tell me, like, your battery's dying. I'm like, oh, word, let me go grab this thing out of my room, right? And then I throw it on, I keep wearing it, and I can keep working or doing whatever the fuck I'm doing. If I need to, I can fall asleep with it on. You know what I mean?
And it's still going to charge. That's the thing, dude. Like, the Whoop, like, that whole scoring system thing would fuck me because I'm literally nocturnal. Like, I stay up until, like, 1 o'clock in the morning every night for no reason. And I wake up at 8 o'clock, but
it doesn't really matter. Like, look, like if you're sleeping 1 to 8, 7 hours, like that's not bad. Even if you're less than that, that's not bad.
That's true.
And you're not a professional athlete. It's not like you need optimal recovery. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you didn't know that, I'm sorry. I hate to burst your bubble.
You're telling me I'm not on the Yankees roster right now, dude.
But it also tells you how much time you spend in each cycle of sleep, or in each stage of how much REM sleep you get, how much SWS sleep you get, which is a little bit better than REM. It's like slightly deeper. How much time you spend in a light sleep, how much time you spend awake. So it's really good. It tracks a lot. And they are always sending me like notifications to my phone. Not anymore because I don't have it, but when I had it, they would send notifications to my phone, and a lot of them would be like very short, like complete read in less than 5 minutes, articles on like how to get better sleep, like things for your diet, just like random things like help you be a healthier, like all around person.
That's dope. I would love to see my sleeping stats and like how much REM sleep I get and how many times I'm like awake.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I wake up a lot in my sleep, but not consciously. Like it's very subconscious. Like I'll roll over and be awake for like a second and a half and then just be dead asleep again.
Like when I come to bed and Lex is asleep. Dude, I watched the whole Birds game and then I went to bed, and Lex literally was like barely fucking awake. I don't think her eyes opened. I gave her a smooch on the forehead, little I love you, good night action, and then she was snoring in literally 3 seconds.
That's literally Maggie every night, dude. Like, well, like when the Birds game was on, we went up to watch it like in our room because it was like getting pretty late. I think for like the end of the third and the beginning of the fourth is when we went up. And she stayed up for like the most, like pretty much the whole game because it was a good game, like Eagles wise. Yeah. I was hyped about it. But literally, as soon as the game was off, like I switched it over to like Rick and Morty or something, and she, like within 2 seconds, she's just fucking sprawled out, like knocked out. I'm like, bro, I wish I could fall asleep. I wish I could be like, oh, Birds game is over. All right, see you tomorrow. Like that's not how I fall asleep, dude. I can't do it.
Nah, dude, Lex falls asleep like fucking that. It's so easy.
Oh, man, the things I would do for that. The things I would do for that and to, like, be a morning person.
Yeah.
Like, I could get so much more done if I was a morning person, but I'm just not, and it's not in my bones to be awake before, like, 7 a.m.
I'll tell you what. Fantasy football, for me, makes it so easy to get up in the morning, especially on Wednesdays.
When you can look at waiver.
Wednesday's waiver day. And here's the thing, like in my home leagues and in a couple of other leagues, like in the one with all the boys, all Waldo's boys from wherever the fuck
Thick thighs.
Thick thighs. And in our coastal chicks, it's waivers, and the players become free agents.
Mm-hmm.
So then, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna save my waiver priority. I'm gonna see who falls to me, who's left, and then I'm gonna try to get first dibs. So like when I wake up, I'm like, all right, I'll roll over. Okay, it's 3 or 4 in the morning. Bet, let me check waivers. But today,
I'll do that and then I'll fall back asleep.
Yeah, I know. So today, my sleep. Do you ever use like the sleep app on your phone?
On your phone? No.
So I have it, and it sets it so every day, Monday through Friday, I have an alarm for 5:15 because that's when I like to get up to start my day, work out, and shit like that. Yeah. And I've been turning it off obviously because I'm all fucked up. But I charged my watch last night, and I didn't know that I had to turn it off on my watch as well. So my watch started going off at 5:15 this morning. And then I was like, oh, all right, let me check waivers and shit. And then it's like 5:30, and Lex is like, dude, I'm trying to go to bed. Like, can you just lay still? And I'm like, no, I can't. You want to get up now and go to the gym instead of getting up later? And she's like, yeah. I didn't say that. I was like, no, let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. Go to bed. And I knew there was no shot in hell I was falling back asleep. Yeah. I was wide awake just because I looked at fantasy for a little bit.
Dude, you know what's so funny? I pretty much had the same story, but completely opposite. So, like, every morning, Maggie gets up at, like, 6:15, 6:30 to get ready for work. And I don't have to be up until, like, 7:38. But, like, I think it was after week 1, that Wednesday, the first waiver wire, like, went through. And I was already up at, like, 5:45 in the morning, like, scrolling through Sleeper and, like, looking at the waiver wire and seeing who got who and, like, the bids and stuff. And Maggie had woken up, like, before alarm was off. And she just, like, rolled over and looked at me. And I was on my phone. And she looked at me. She, like, looked at the clock. She was like, why are you awake? And I was like, it's the first week of fantasy football waiver wire. I don't know. Like, I just happened to wake up at a perfect time and started peeping it, and I couldn't fall back asleep. So I was just scrolling through. And then, like, 10 minutes went by, and I had already fallen back asleep, and her alarm went off. She wakes up and, like, does her whole thing, and I didn't wake up for, like, even a second except to, like, kiss her goodbye and for, like, 30 seconds. I was like, an hour. I was probably up for an hour, like, when I was looking at waiver wires, and I was like, I was up. Why didn't I just, like, get up and, like, start my day?
Start the day.
Yeah.
I've done the sleep through Lex getting ready for work many a times.
Yeah.
And, like, not even, like, hungover, like, easy. That's easy money. But, like, I've done it just completely sober. I'm sure you would, too.
I do. I mean, that's like every morning is Maggie wakes up and, like, gets ready for work, and then will wake me up to say goodbye and, like, get the dogs all settled, and the Boone will fall asleep on my left for another hour, and Kyla will sleep in her bed, and then 8 o'clock rolls around, and I'll just, like, roll out of bed, barely awake, not even conscious, bring the dogs outside, and then, like, start my day with a juice or something. I don't know, something to wake me up.
Yeah. You start work at 9?
8:30. I wake up between, like, 7:45 and 8 every morning. Sometimes if it's, like, I was up watching the Yanks because they had a West Coast game until 2:30 in the morning, then I'll wake up, like, 8:15, 8:30, but...
Facts. I wake up whenever I want. Oh, Lex today, she's like, I'm on my phone for, like, 10 minutes. And she's like, dude, what are you doing? I'm just like, fantasy. And she's like, oh, okay.
So if I'm ever just looking at my phone for the next 9 months, that's what you should just assume.
It is probably fantasy.
Yes. And it's like, it's almost like I have to catch myself sometimes, dude. Like, sometimes I'll be watching, like, Red Zone or something, or just, like, a regular Sunday night football game, unless it's the Birds game. If it's the Birds game, I can put my phone down and, like, focus on the game. But if Red Zone is up or it's just a random game of teams that I don't really care for, I'm fucking just neck deep in Sleeper, dude. Like, I have to remind myself to, like, put my phone down and watch the game for a few minutes and, like, get focused on, like, what's
really
actually happening.
This year.
Really? Dude, it's so hard for me because I have so many leagues.
I know, I do too. But it's like, I'm just like, you know what? It doesn't matter how many times I look at it. The outcome's going to be the outcome.
Right.
So just don't look at it. Don't stress yourself out. So I'll, like, check at the end of each half, right? Like, I'll check at halftime-ish of the 1 o'clock games. I'll check at the end of the 1 o'clock games, halftime of the 4:30, and then at the end of them. But I try not to, like, check too much. It was funny because Lex, like, she's checking too, right? And she was, I think you and I played her in Random Roommates this week. And
oh my God, she beat us by a fucking point, dude.
I was talking shit to her, and she was like, "I'm gonna beat you," blah blah. Or she wasn't even really talking shit back. It was me talking shit to her, but she was like, "Oh, like I'm beating you," blah blah blah. Like she was like checking in on it. I was like, I haven't looked at any of that.
Yeah, random roommates is always the last one I look at, just because obviously like
You have
it's
half
just,
the
like,
responsibility.
half the responsibility, and it's just like for fun league. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like for our
no money in
podcast
there.
community, no money involved, but like it's still just fun to banter and talk shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I hopped in. I think like I knew we were down. We were down like a bunch, like 15 or 20 points, like going into the Monday night game, and then we came into that game and like I think or who did we have left that had to play? Was it Aaron Jones? Yeah, we had Aaron Jones
we had Aaron
pop
Jones,
off,
and he went
for, like,
crazy.
yeah, he had like 33 points for us, dude. And I was like, hey, if he gets like a few more carries or something, like, or even just one catch, like this game could be. We'll take Lex's dub out of this week, like no sweat. And then it just like the game, like everybody got taken out. All the starters got taken out. Or no, that was that? Who did they play this week?
They played the Bears.
Oh, that was Sunday night.
Yeah.
But it was still like it wasn't very close at the end, right? So like
no, it was 27-7 final.
Yeah, Aaron Jones just wasn't getting any snaps, and I was like, oh, don't tell me this is how it ends, and that's exactly how it ended.
Yeah, Aaron Jones is an interesting cat for fantasy because like sometimes he splits with AJ Dillon, like legit splits, and then sometimes he's kind of like a little more dominant. And he has nights like this week.
Yeah, and dude, he if I had to guess, this is a wild guess, I don't know the actual stat, but he probably had like 6 or 7 yards per carry that game. Like it felt like every time he was getting the ball, like on the ground, he was getting nice gains. It wasn't like, he just had 30 carries and was stopped at the line half the time, but like he was getting past the line and like making some actual nice plays.
Well, let me see. I'll tell you in a second how much he had. Aaron Jones. Let's see. Oh wait, wrong button. He had, I think 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. 8 yards per carry? That's nuts.
He had 8.8. Dude, and last week he had 9.8.
How many
he only
carries
had 5
did he have?
carries.
That's still crazy. I
49.
feel like that's even crazier, dude. That's almost 10 yards a carry.
Yeah.
I wonder why he only had 5 carries if he was putting up shit like that. You'd think they'd just keep going to him, but I don't know.
But they were losing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forget
like,
how bad they looked week 1.
Week 1 he had 5 targets, whereas week 2 he only had 3.
Yeah.
But he had a receiving and a rushing touchdown in week 2. He had no touchdowns in week 1.
Yeah, he's going to be interesting down the stretch, dude. Especially if they don't have like their wide receivers don't kind of fill into what they're expected to be. They don't really have a passing game.
Yeah, I dropped Romeo Doubs in a bunch of leagues.
Yeah, I dropped him in a league, and honestly, dude, like, I'm so mad at myself for dropping or adding Robert Tonyan to one of my league teams because I'm like, going into that game, you're like, dude, Robert Tonyan has shown that he has rapport with Aaron Rodgers, like, in the past, and he's, like, a solid, like, receiving tight end. So how is he not he's just not getting any targets right now. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't understand. I think he'll have a bigger role as the season goes on, but I'm not willing to wait
for sure. That. Yeah. I don't want to get 9 weeks deep and be like, oh, Robert Tonyan's finally putting up at least 11 points a game.
Yeah. All right, you want to hop into the doc?
Yeah, let's hop into the doc. What do we got?
All right, let's hop doc.
We got a nice slate of sports for you.
I got a random shit note here that we were supposed to talk about last week, but we didn't.
All right.
PNB Rock got shot and killed at a Roscoe's Chicken.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Waldo sent me... So if you don't know, PNB Rocks was out to eat with his girlfriend. His girlfriend posted where they were on Instagram.
I think it was his wife. I don't know. I think they were married.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. His, the lady woman that he was with.
Yeah.
And some, thugsters saw it up on Instagram, and they ran up on him at where they were eating and took his chains and killed him.
Yeah, I saw the news like right as it happened because I just happened to be on Twitter and I saw PNB Rock was trending, so I was like, oh, maybe like he dropped a new song or something. And it was before he was even pronounced dead, dude. It was like PNB Rock was shot and everyone was like saying like R.I.P. R.I.P. But like it wasn't like nobody had confirmed that he was dead. He was just like, in critical condition. And so, like, I told Maggie about it, and we were both just, like, kind of shocked by the news or whatever. And then later in the day, I think, like, 12 hours later, not even, like, it was probably like 8 hours later, Maggie was like, oh, it was like confirmed that he died. And I was like, dude, that's so fucked. Like, you can't even just be that's not even like a fancy restaurant or anything. Like, I don't know. There's a theory saying that she like kind of sold him out by posting that picture and like was kind of in on it, but I don't think I believe that theory.
I doubt she was in on it.
Yeah, because she posted it and then deleted it. She deleted it like after the shit had happened, and so everybody was like freaking out, saying like she's in on it, like sold him out, blah blah blah. But especially if they're married, dude, I don't think I believe that.
But Waldo sent it to me on Instagram, and I saw that he was at Roscoe's Chicken, and I was like, "Yo, Roscoe's Chicken for your last meal, like not a bad way to go out."
I've never had Roscoe's Chicken,
dude. It's so good. They only have it in LA. The only reason I went there is because Joe Rogan was talking about it on his podcast. Somebody who was visiting was like talking about getting some fried chicken. He's like, bro, you got to go to Roscoe's. He was like, I don't even eat like fast food like that. And it's not fast food. They have like 3 or 4 restaurants. He's like, but I don't eat like, he doesn't eat like out like that. Like he's real healthy. He's like, but bro, you got to go there. You get the fucking chicken and waffles. It's classic. And it is so fucking good. So I went to the one that he recommended when I was in Hollywood. Because I spent one day there just like skirting around doing shit, and I went to that Roscoe's Chicken and I got their chicken and waffles, and it was amazing, bro. It was so good.
Oh, dude, you had me hyped. I didn't even know what Roscoe's Chicken was before like all this happened, but then you started telling your story, and I'm thinking it's like a chain, like a national chain where I can find one like near me. And you're like, yeah, I went to the one in Hollywood. I was like, oh fuck, probably gonna be a minute before I get to visit that one.
Yeah, they have like a few locations throughout Cali, but I think that's probably about it. But it slaps, so whenever you get out there, you should like put it on your short list of places.
I'm gonna put that on my itinerary for the first time I visit Cali. I want to get out there soon, dude. Maggie and I were just talking the other day, like we just want to like explore out west more. Like I think a 4 or 5 day trip to San Diego would be really cool too.
Dude, I can't wait. My cousin's moving to San Diego whenever they leave Hawaii, and they'll be there for a year. I think they're going to be like November to November, like something like that. So we're going to try to get out there next summer for go there when either the Mets or the Phillies are playing in San Diego if we can, or just see any game. But
that would be sweet, dude. I've heard nothing but great things about that ballpark too.
And San Diego.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I make a Cali trip, I pretty much have to decide between, because LA trips and San Diego trips, I feel like are going to be completely different. Like,
can't do those in the same week. And if you wanted to go to San Fran, like that's like got to be its own. Like, you're just not close enough to do them all.
Well, here's the thing, dude. If I were to make a trip, I wouldn't even try to do more than one in one trip. Like, I would just like have one city, explore that city for the whole trip, and get the most I can out of it. And then, you know, if I want to go back, maybe I'll go to LA or San Fran. But
that's
how
I did
no
LA.
Motivation to go to LA. It
was fucking sick. I had the best time. Like my first full day there, because like my friends were working. Like I was staying with my boy, but they were all working. So my first full day there, he lives in Santa Monica. I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna explore Santa Monica. I'm gonna go down, walk to the pier. I'm gonna go to like Promenade, which is like an outdoor outlets, pretty much. And then, like, went out to Manhattan Beach one evening, spent one day, like, my friend just happened to take the day off. She was like, dude, it's really weird. Like, I always book, like, a random PTO day every month as, like, either, like, a self-care day I can go do shit, or, like, if I have chores to do around the house, I can do that. And it just happened to be when I was there. So she drove me and her friend out to Santa Barbara. We spent the day in Santa Barbara, which was dope. I spent one day in Hollywood, like exploring Hollywood. I hiked to the sign. I spent one day going out to Venice Beach. That was sick. I spent another day or like an evening in downtown LA. It's fine. It's like downtown LA is like New York City. It's like the businesses and shit like that. You know what I mean? Which is like not real appealing to me. But it was dope. I just did like different neighborhoods pretty much every day, like different parts of LA every day. It was sick.
Yeah, that's what I would want to do, dude, because especially the hike, I feel like hiking the sign would be cool too. I feel like if you visit Hollywood or LA, you have to do that like at least once.
I found like a random, not like the common way to get there. I went like a little off the beaten path. Yeah. And they had, so you go up the trail, like the start of the trail, you go up like maybe like a third of it or a quarter of it, and you can either make a left or a right, and the left just goes like 100 yards to like a tree, and the right is the way the trail goes along, like it goes like along the spine of mountains. So obviously I went that way, but on my way back I went up to the tree, and it was like the wisdom tree. They had all this cool shit around it and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is pretty sick. Took a bunch of pictures. And then later I found out that when there were wildfires there, that tree is the only one that didn't burn down. So it's like special.
That's
now.
crazy.
Yeah.
How close were you allowed to like get to the sign when you hiked up there?
You're like above it, like maybe like 50 yards like above it, like you look down on it from behind it. You could probably get closer if you wanted to, because there's like a street that goes behind it, I think. So like if you were to take the street way, you'd be kind of closer to it, but from where I was, that was it. But it was dope, because then like it overlooks, like from behind it, like you overlook all of the city. It's dope.
Oh, that's probably great, like for pictures and shit, dude.
Yeah.
And that's like iconic
fun.
too. It's just like a cool spot to visit. But
Yep.
Yeah, I think if I were to visit Cali, I'd go to San Diego first, and then I'd probably do San Francisco and then LA. I don't know. San Francisco and LA are like two completely different vibes, but
yeah. See, San Fran doesn't really interest me. I have like no interest in going.
I would love to get out to a Giants game in San Francisco, though. That would be cool. Like sitting in right field, like right above the water. I feel like their stadium is beautiful.
Yeah, that would be dope. It'd be fun to be out there on a kayak too. Just bring like a little radio out there.
Dude, go out there, listen to the game, kayak around, maybe
smoke
do some fishing, smoke a doob.
Fire me up.
Yeah, what?
That sounds great.
That sounds like such a fun... Dude, imagine if you just went out there like on a hot summer day or like during a day game or like a night game with your friends and like linked up tubes and stuff and just sat out there and drank and had some food.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll catch a home run ball.
That'd be dope.
That would be
I
sweet.
would like to go tubing, but like I don't have any like rivers around here that I really trust that are like discreet enough.
Yeah. I mean, they have like, I don't know about near you, but there's things that I've seen where it's like you do like I mean, you've probably done this where you get like 7 or 8 of your friends and like you pay to like use this company's like tubes and they take you down the river and you just hang out and drink all day.
Yeah, we actually did one like with Lex and MK and some of the homies on the Delaware River. But I mean, it was fine, but I would like to do that where I don't have to pay to do it and just bring my own tubes and shit.
Yeah, facts.
Like I used to listen to Chris Long a lot, and he was always talking about having like days on the river where he would just like sit on the river, like fire up the Virginia Tech games, whichever one I forget, but like I think it was Virginia. Fire up like the Virginia game on the radio and just like float down the river and drink beers and listen to the game.
Yeah, that sounds amazing, dude. I would love to do that for like one like NFL just get Red Zone on the radio like with your boys and get like a nice sunny day on a Sunday. Dude, you know what I saw the other day? And it was like golf courses should start like if golf courses really knew like their up and coming demographic, they should get the carts that have the screens on them should just like pay $3 more on your round and you can have Red Zone for the day like on your little TV thing. How sick would that be, dude?
I'd going out golfing Sundays.
I would play I would never want to leave, dude. I would want to play 36 holes all Sunday. I don't care. Play me through the night game, get night golf going, get the lights going. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like perfect, right? Like if you think about like a 4-hour round of golf, 4.5, like that's like if your tee time's at 1:00 and you're starting when they're all kicking off, like you are there for like what you want to be there for.
You could charge those tee times like at like
premium rates.
Yeah, 15-20% more just for that fact. Like, you'll get Red Zone starts, like, you'll have the prime, NFL prime tee time or whatever. NFL prime tee time, that's what golf courses should start doing.
Yeah.
Because they just have to pay for one Red Zone package a year, right? I mean, I don't know how that works.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it works either.
That is got to be, like, top 10 best days of all time, is you just get, like, 18 holes with your boys, Red Zone on the screen on your golf cart. Everyone's got their fantasy up on their phones. You're drinking beers, eating hot dogs, playing some golf.
Ooh, hot dogs.
Dude, that is like my ideal version of heaven. If I die and go to heaven and heaven's real, like that's what I want my heaven to be.
I'm down.
Just every day for eternity. 7 hours of commercial-free football.
I just want the witching hour to come around. That's my favorite part of the day.
The witching hour gives me Sunday scaries.
The witching hour, makes me chuckle.
the witching hour comes around and they're like 1 hour left. Like, you got a whole 7 days before you get this again. I'm just like, I don't want it to end. Can we add like 4 more? Can we just play double headers? Like, what's going on? The witching hour is exciting, though. I will say that.
Yeah, it is, especially lately. Do you want to get into the doc now?
Yeah.
Kick it off with the MLB. Phillies fucking atrocious. Dude, swept by the Braves. Lost to the Blue Jays last night, 18-11. Lex, I'm taking a shit this morning. Lex texts me, how did the Phillies score 11 runs and lose?
Dude, you know what's so funny is, so as Yankees fans, I'll keep this quick, but as Yankees fans, like, we're kind of keeping an eye on like every Blue Jays game right now because the AL East race is tighter than we would like it to be. So I was getting updates of the Phillies Blue Jays game last night, and like they were getting blown out, and then they put up like a 7 spot, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then the next time I checked, it was like 18-10 or something like that. And I was like,
yeah, they're dookie.
What the fuck is this game? I almost texted you and gave you shit for it, but
0-0 through 2 right now with the Blue Jays.
Okay. How you feeling? How you feeling about them coming down the stretch? Are you confident in maybe getting out of the wild card and making a run? Or?
Oh, I'm not confident that we get out of the wild card at all.
Really?
I think we get like making it past the wild card round.
Yeah.
No faith. I think.
Who are you going to be playing in the wild card? Either the Mets or the Braves?
So right now we're in the 3rd spot. Oh, you guys are 5.5 up on the Blue Jays. You should fucking win the division.
Yeah, dude, but the Yankees are so tough right now. I mean, I'll get into it when we get to the Yankees part, but
let me get these wild card standing ups. Last I saw, we were 2.5 up on the Brewers. I think it's 2 now, but that's because I don't think the Brewers game has. I think that's like including tonight's game because we were 2.5 yesterday, and Brewers and Phillies both lost. But so the Padres are 1.5 ahead of us in the 2nd wild card spot.
And you're in the 3rd?
If we finish in the 3rd, we'll get the Cardinals in the 1st round.
Dude, that could be a great series. That is like the perfect wild card matchup for baseball.
It would be San Diego and Atlanta. Would be the other wild card matchup. I love
the 3-game series for the wild card now. It adds so much more excitement.
But Phils have a 4-game series coming up with the Braves at home. I'm going to the game tomorrow. And
is tomorrow game 1? They're playing. Who are they playing now?
The Braves or the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays still.
Yeah. Just last night and tonight, it's just a 2-game. But then we have 4 against the Braves. And like, what if we get swept by the Braves at home?
If you get swept by the Braves at home, I feel like obviously it's going to be a tough look like going into the playoffs. Like I feel like now, like right now as a Phillies fan. If you went into the playoffs and played the Cardinals, I'd have some confidence in the Phillies. Like that game, that's 50-50 to me, the Cardinals and Phillies. Like in a 3-game set, 50-50. But if you get swept by the Braves and then you're like dragging into the playoffs, like that's tough. That's going to be tough for morale. Yeah,
but honestly, the Phils, like after the Braves, they don't have a terrible schedule the rest of the way out. I know we talked about it last week, but so they got 4 with the Braves after tonight, and then they do a 3-game series with the Cubs, 4 with the Nationals, and then 3 with the Astros to finish the season. But like we said, Astros might have everything wrapped up, right? They just clinched the division. They already
do, yeah.
So now they're just like fighting for the 1 seed.
Which isn't even – I don't even think that's close right now.
I
think the Yanks are like 7 or 8 games back on the 1 seed, right?
Yeah, the Astros have 98 wins and the Yanks have 89.
Yeah.
So, like, that's pretty much locked up, that 1 seed.
Yeah, so you're going to get the version of them that, baseball's weird, dude, because
you want to go in hot.
Yeah, you got to keep your guys in and you got to keep giving them at bats. You don't want them to get, a day or 2 off and kind of throw off their rhythm. Like, you got to keep the same guys you've been in there. You want to keep them hot. So it's just.
And it's not like they're not going to go 100%, right? Like, it's not like a physical sport where, like, okay, like, let me, like, chill. It's like.
Let me save my energy unless you're a pitcher.
Right. Like, yeah, that's true. The pitchers might be like that. But, like, if you're a batter, you know what I mean? Or you're playing in the field, like, you're going
to play hard every play.
You're going to, there's, like, there's no payoff for not going hard.
Right. That's why I love baseball, dude. That's why I love it. It's like every pitch, 27 outs. Like there's no time where you can just kneel it or, take your starters out and rest 7 guys for half a game because you're blowing a team out. It's just same guys, 162 games. This shit is a marathon.
You want to talk about your Yanks?
Yeah, dude. Last night's game was so much fucking fun. So Judge hit his 60th last night. The kid who caught his 60th home run ball was the coolest kid ever. Like, he just gave Judge his ball back and got a signed bat and a ball and a picture with Judge and, like, got to meet Judge and stuff. He wasn't, like, he's a baseball purist, you can tell. The kid said he was like, this is Judge's accomplishment. Like, if I was in his shoes, I would want my ball. Like, I'm not going to demand anything crazy. Like, I just want, like, the amount of things he's done for this organization and, like, the amount of fans he has here. Like, I just want this to be, like, his thing. And I was like, dude, I wish that kid got his 62nd because he would have done the same thing. If somebody gets a hold of his 62nd home run that breaks the record, like, and we get some guy who's like, oh, fuck you, give me $1,000 million trillion, like, that's just, I mean, I don't know. If, like, I know 100% if I was in the shoes of the person getting his 62nd home run, I would be like, maybe at most give me season tickets for a year. But, like, I'd be, Judge, here's your ball, like, you're fucking awesome, like, I hope you stay with us. The amount of joy you bring me every night of my life for 6 months a year, like, getting to watch you is enough for me, dude. Like, just enjoy it.
Yep.
But that was cool. And then, so we went down, dude. We blew the game to the Pirates going into the bottom of the 9th inning. We're down 3. Or no, we were down 4. Judge hits his 60th, and then Giancarlo comes to the plate with the bases loaded with no outs in the bottom of the 9th. And he's like, since he came off IL like a month ago, he's been bad, dude. I think he's like fucking 4, not even 4, like 2 or 3 for like 40 something. But I was just like, there's like, Giancarlo's gonna hit a home run, dude. Like, this is just like his spot. Like, he's confident in these spots and he's just gonna do his thing. And the next pitch, he just barreled it up, put a line drive over the left field wall, and the whole stadium just erupted, dude. It was so cool. It gave me chills. So hopefully that's like a great spark for us going into the playoffs. I'm expecting us to win the division and get that first round wild card bye and just head into the ALDS against, the Guardians or, whoever we would be playing. I don't know who it would be at this point, but I'm very confident in this team getting past the ALDS. And then once we find the Astros in the ALCS, if they don't fall apart, that's where we fucking get our money's worth, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah. That'll be interesting, dude. I feel like the Astros have had the Yanks number this season.
Dude, they've had the Yanks number for 6 years now. It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, 1 year, maybe 2, hasn't been proven, but everybody in the baseball community pretty much comes to the agreement, unless you're an Astros fan, that they cheated in 2019 too. But It's like, dude, since my freshman year of fucking college, they just can't get past the Astros in the playoffs, and it's so annoying.
Yeah. I think that the Yanks will play, if, like, it goes the way it's supposed to, or if it goes the way it is right now, either Toronto or Tampa.
Those teams just fucking bring it to us, dude. Like, that's not going to be an easy series if we play either of those teams. I think we could win, like, we could easily win, but still. Tampa's
only a half a game ahead of Seattle, so let's say Seattle jumps into that second wild card spot, and then they beat Toronto in the wild card, then you know.
But Seattle kind of has our number too, bro. The few times we played them this year, they've beaten up on us. It's going to be so, like, this playoff run for the Yanks is either going to be exactly what it's been for the past 5 years, where we, have a good team and Yankees fans all year are like, bro, like, this is our window. Our window to win is now. We have right now the best player in the MLB, and it's not even close. Don't even get me started on the MVP race with Shohei or Judge, dude. That's the fact that people can even sit here and, like, suggest that Ohtani is the MVP just baffles my noodle. Like, it's not close.
And you don't want your noodle baffled.
I don't want my noodle baffled. He's not going to. I'm not going to say he's gonna. But right now, if the season ended today, he would have tied Babe Ruth's home run record before Maris broke it for the AL. He has the Triple Crown in his bag. He leads almost every offensive category in baseball, not even just in the American League, in the entire 30 teams. Like, this is the best season we'll ever see out of a player in my lifetime, I think. So
what if he gets better?
Dude, you know what's so funny? Back in May, the Yankees tweeted something, or Talking Yanks tweeted something about Judge, and I replied back to them in May. I was like, I feel like we still haven't seen his best. And a bunch of, like, people in the Yankees community, like, found that tweet of mine from months ago, and they replied, like, holy shit, you called it. Holy shit, you called it. And I was like, I mean, I didn't call anything, dude. It's just watching this man play baseball is that special. Like, he's in a different league. Like, you can't describe it any other way. He's just in a different league of his own. But I think it comes down to our pitching. If our pitching stays healthy and can, hold it down, dude, I think I don't know.
So now he would win the AL Triple Crown. He doesn't have the best batting average in the NL.
Well,
Paul Goldschmidt and Freddie Freeman both have higher batting averages.
Yeah, Triple Crown is split leagues, though, so there's two. Like, obviously, if one player had the Triple Crown in the NL, one player had the Triple Crown in the AL, that's how they would do it instead of – it's like the same how they do MVP. But – I mean, dude, I saw a stat the other day, and it was the only other players to have the Triple Crown were Mickey Mantle. I think since Mickey Mantle and Miguel Cabrera in 2012 won the Triple Crown. That's insane,
like the whole
dude.
league?
Yeah, since like 1960 or whatever, 1950.
No, I mean, that's like Triple Crown from the whole league, not just the AL.
Or it might be AL. I'm not sure. Still crazy to even think about, dude.
Yeah. Pete Alonso's only 7 RBIs behind him.
Behind Judge?
Yeah, he's had a great year.
He has. How many homers does he have? He's got to be like 30-something now, right?
That's
34, 35?
Have a look. He's at 37.
37?
Guess who's second in the league in home runs?
Kyle Schwarbaum, dude, of course.
C, Pop B.
He's only 20 behind Judge.
Literally. Schwarber has 40 home runs. He's in second.
Yeah, yep. I wish that was not the truth, but it is. Dude, I love when people, because there's so the last time someone led the league in home runs by 20 was Babe Ruth, and he had more home runs than the team, like full teams had, like every other team in the league. He had more home runs than. But it's like, when you think about it, dude, he was hitting pitches that were 85 max in the breaking ball. There was no such thing as a breaking ball.
Right.
Judge is doing this against the best pitchers of all time, like collectively in the world. It's crazy.
They were talking about on Pardon the Interruption yesterday. I actually got to catch it. I just like happened to like flick on ESPN. I was like, ooh, this is nice. I love me some fucking ESPN happy hour.
Facts.
So PTI was on and they were talking about what's bigger, Judge hitting his 60th and tying Ruth, or maybe it was like Judge hitting 61 or 62, or Pujols hitting 700 career.
That's tough, dude.
It is, because it's like on the one hand, it's like only so many have hit 60.
I mean, it's only 5 other players have hit 60 home runs before.
Right. And there's been a few that have hit 700 with drugs, but like Babe and Hank Aaron are the only ones that hit 700 clean.
Yeah, that's true. And it comes down, dude, at Pujols.
And it's like a longevity thing.
Oh my God, I saw this on Facebook today. This is the perfect conversation. I saw this on Facebook today, and I said to myself mentally, I want to talk about this on the pod. And I wouldn't have unless you said the last few sentences. But there was a tweet from Aaron Judge in 2013 that said, who's your favorite team and who are your favorite players? And he said, my favorite team is the Giants. My favorite players are Albert Pujols and Giancarlo Stanton. And someone screenshotted that and was like, dude, this is crazy because the 2 players that he named are like heavily connected with the season that Judge is having right now. Like
right.
Giancarlo's a teammate, obviously, and hit that walk-off grand slam last night the day he hit his 60th. And Albert Pujols is chasing 700. He's got like 2 left.
And he's had an amazing, Pujols has had an amazing season. He's had an amazing career, right? But if you look at like his last 3 or 4 seasons, I feel like this is his best one out of the last 3 or 4.
Dude. He's going out with a bang, bro. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Is he at 698 right now?
I think he's at 698. They've got about 20 games left.
Dude, he's gotta come back. If he doesn't hit 2, he's got to come back. Well, you're going to finish 2 short of 700?
I don't know, dude. A-Rod fucking retired 6 short. He's at 694. And he was just like, yeah, That was the whole thing this year with him, like being broadcasting on ESPN. Every game you watch with him, they ask him about that. And like, do you regret not coming back and trying to hit 700? And he's always just like, no, blah, blah, blah. But like, you can tell it bothers him because he's A-Rod. That's just like the type of person he is.
And because people are asking him about it.
Right.
It would bother me too if everybody was asking me about it.
That's why I love the fact that my favorite player is Derek Jeter, because like you always knew he was never going to even come close to 700 home runs. He's just going to slap a single down the right field line 3,000, 7,000 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude's a stud. He's got over 3,000 hits for a reason.
Dude, it's crazy now because Judge is doing both of that. Like, he's not only just hitting home runs and striking out every other time. He's batting .316. He has a 1.2 OPS. It's insane.
I was just going to say, he's third in the league in batting average as well.
Yeah. And batting average is like an old, like, historic stat to even use, but like, it still holds up to what he's doing. Like, his OPS is what you should be looking at, in my humble opinion, but to even have a batting average that high this day and age in baseball is incredible with what he's been doing.
He's been having a good year.
Never going to see it again, dude. I've just been trying to, like, soak it in every game. Like, it's just been so fun to watch. It's awesome that's, like, my favorite current player. Like, I've never had a favorite player that's had a season like this before, obviously. Like, not many people do it. But even, like, when A-Rod won the MVP in 2007, wasn't, like, anything like what Judge is doing now. Not even close.
And, like, Jeter's, like, he's always been great, but he's never had, like, Jeter is like
he's
such
never
an
won an
interesting
MVP
character because he's never won an MVP and he's never been like crazy in like the stat categories, but like his clutch factor is through the roof. Like if you look at MJ, like MJ for sure has got that clutch factor, but he also was like leading the league in scoring.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
So he had
MVPs and titles, and
he was like undoubtedly like when he retired, he was undoubtedly the GOAT. Now he's either the GOAT or like 1B. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yep.
And with Jeter, like, I don't, like, there's some debate. He's probably, like, the greatest winner that baseball has ever seen. He's probably the greatest player. One of them.
I think he's top 10.
Definitely
maybe top 15.
10.
Top 10, top 15. There's a lot of great players in baseball. The only thing is, dude, there's so many ways to slice it up because you can say.
There's so many aspects.
Cy Young, dude, fucking Barry Bonds, even though he was juiced up. But, like, Roger Maris, Babe Ruth, but it's like, dude, you got to look at, like, that's the thing. There's never going to be a GOAT of baseball because, you have to look at their era, which is true for most sports, but, like, baseball is just a forever changing game because of how much data and analytics is behind it, dude, that there's going to be different ways to play the game all the time.
Yeah.
So Jeter was, like, the GOAT of his era, the early 90s and, like, early 2000s, 2010s. Like, that time period, he was the best player in baseball. He won 5 championships, was a 30,000-time All-Star, like, Gold Glover, like.
Stud.
But nowadays, you know, I don't think Jeter would hold up in the type of baseball that's being played. Like, other than that, the fact that he could hit against a shift. But there are just different ways
wouldn't shift against him.
Right.
But yeah, dude, what Judge is doing is wild.
Yeah, I'm, like, kind of getting sad about the fact that there's only 20 games left in the MLB season because it's, like, creeping into my head knowing, like, it's going to be winter.
The end of Judge's best season ever.
End of that, and also, like, I don't know, just baseball in general is going to be over with soon, but if I didn't have football, dude, I wouldn't know what to do.
You get seasonal depression bad when it gets cold and there's no baseball.
Yeah, and I start watching the same fucking MLB 2022 top 100 plays 3-hour video highlight on YouTube 6 times a week. I've already watched all the best of the month plays, best of the first half. Like, it's always the best though. On your hands. It's always it's the best thing to watch at night. Like, if I'm like going into bed and knowing I'm going to sleep, I'll pull up like MLB like best plays of this year. And it'll just be like a 2-hour long like compilation of like the best diving catches or home runs or pitches or like wildest like most like random plays and shit like that. It's so entertaining. It's so good. And I can be on my phone and like being on Sleeper and stuff, and I don't have to like actively watch a show to fall asleep. I can just be like,
that's true.
Oh, Mike Trout just robbed a home run. Nice.
That was sick.
Yeah. What else you got?
On the dock, we got City and Arsenal in the Premier League. City and Arsenal get wins. There's a bunch of big names had games postponed this weekend, and I'm not really sure why.
Was it because of the Queen?
No, that was last week, or that was 2 weekends ago. They just straight up canceled the whole week. But like this weekend, Brighton Crystal Palace, Chelsea Liverpool postponed, Man U and Leeds postponed. So like Chelsea, Liverpool, Man U all didn't play this week.
Damn. That's like a big slate of big time games.
Yeah.
Just not being played.
But Arsenal still sit at the top of the table with 18 points. Man City and Tottenham right behind them at 17 apiece.
My Arsenal boys, man. I fucking love to see that.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Keep it rolling.
I'm pretty sure they beat Brentford 3-0. I know that for sure. They had goals from William Saliba, Gabriel Jesus, and Fabio Vieira.
Fabio. Dude, if your name is Fabio and you play professional soccer, you have to be a stud.
Stud. Those are the rules.
Those are just facts.
La Liga, nothing exciting. Union.
Real Madrid won the derby.
They did win the Madrid derby, 2-1, right?
Good game. I
Yeah.
peeked a little bit of it.
I was thinking about putting it on, and then I just didn't. But I was thinking about it. That's all I got for you. But I saw it was 2-1.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Union, I think they drew this weekend in Atlanta, which is like not great because you really should be getting dubs against them. But they're tied with LAFC with 2 games to go. It doesn't matter because they're in separate conferences. Like I'm pretty sure they have the 1 seed locked up in the East.
In the East, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, they're only up by 5 points with 2 games to go, so they got to get a couple results. But like 1 win and they're good.
Yeah.
Who do they have left? They have Charlotte FC and Toronto.
Is Charlotte any good?
No. Charlotte is 10th in the East, and Toronto is 13th in the East. So,
all right, lock up.
There should be
lock
2
up
games
a dub
that we
against
win.
Charlotte, dude, and just get it out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there should be 2 wins.
No funny business.
We're playing Pachuca on this Saturday. I don't even know who the fuck Pachuca is.
Yeah, what is that for?
It's a club friendly. I don't know. They're in Liga MX. I don't know what it's all about. But we qualified for the CONCACAF Champions League next year, so that's tight. We'll be back there.
Ooh, that's going to be some fun, interesting footy.
Yeah.
When does that start up?
I think in the spring.
All right. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, dude, it was fun last time we were in it. I'm going to try to get to a game, but they're super late. They start at like 9 p.m., even when they're in Philly.
That's absurd. How do they expect to get anybody there, dude? Kids have school the next day.
Yeah. I want to go, though. I wanted to go the last time, but it was just the dates didn't work out.
A super intimate, like 11 p.m. start would be sweet if there was no crowd there. You just got to go, and there's like 20, 30 other people there.
Yeah, and like you hear everybody shouting to each other on the
like
pitch.
a coastal game, but the Union.
But it's the Union. Yeah,
that would be sweet.
Some other team from Central America or Mexico.
That would be sick, dude.
That'd be so dope. Hopping into different kind of football, our American football.
Americano.
Week 2 in the books.
In the butt. Week 2, put it in the butt.
The Eagles sure as hell did. Had some worries after playing Detroit. Had some worries with all the points we were giving up, dude.
Yeah.
Look, the defense did not disappoint. The defense came to play. They had like 3 or 4 turnovers. Slay had 2 interceptions. Justin Jefferson didn't do fucking shit. Kirk Cousins looked horrendous as he always does.
Darius big play Slay looked insane.
Went crazy.
Yeah. I feel like we flip flopped from week 1 and week 2, dude. Like the first week 1 against the Lions, we put up a lot. Our defense kind of let up a lot, but we kept scoring. In week 2, our defense was locked down, but then our offense kind of just disappeared after the half.
Yeah, at the half. The defense or the offense in the first half was great, and especially 2-minute drill, worked halfway down the field and got a field goal. Okay, it's only a field goal, but those are the kind of little things that add up. Where what if it's a playoff and it's a tie game and now, but you've made this minute and a half drive at the end of the half. How many times? Why not just do it at the end of the game? So those kind of things are important to see. they were clicking on every fucking note in the first half. And then in the second half, they sputtered and they couldn't do shit, and it kind of sucked.
But it was great to see our defense just lock everybody up. Yeah, they're like, all right, our offense isn't getting shit together, so we got to stay on our toes. And they locked everybody up, man.
Everybody, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And after the game, Jalen Hurts, I didn't see his post-game presser, but like his like on-field interview when the game ended, he was like, we need to finish better. Like, that wasn't great. Like, we were not good in the second half. We got to finish games better on the offensive end. He was like, shout out to the defense, for holding it down. But, like, we need to be better. And, we're not there, like, where we want to be yet. Like, we should be, like, we can be and we will be better. And we just, got to get better every day. And I was like, thank you for having that mindset.
I love this, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is a stud. He's been amazing.
If that was Carson Wentz, he'd come out and be like, great win, our defense was great, blah, blah, blah. But, like, Jalen came out and, like, addressed, like, kind of what the fans saw. And instantly, too. He was like, I know, like, what we did well, what we did wrong. Like, acknowledged that it was still, like, a good team win. But he was like, we just got to keep getting better every week. And, dude, that's what Super Bowl teams are made of, bro.
Yep. Yeah, dude, love me some fucking Jalen Hurts. He became the first quarterback in NFL history to throw for 300 yards, have an 80% or better completion percentage, and rush for 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And, dude, when you think about it, he's – like, last year was his rookie year, essentially.
Yeah.
So he's, like, not – it's not like it took him, like, this super long time to kind of show us, like, his capabilities. Like, before the season, we were both on this podcast saying if Jalen Hurts can, like, put it together, he's going to be a stud. And I remember Waldo specifically giving us shit for that take. Like, I told him that over Xbox so many times, and he would give me shit. And I remember him giving you shit for it and saying Mac Jones was so much better than Jalen Hurts. Dude, Mac Jones does not look good. Like, no. He doesn't look good.
My whole thing was if he could become a better passer, right? Because, like, obviously he had the legs last year.
Right.
And he is a much improved passer.
Yeah, dude, he's reading defenses a lot better, and is just like finding those pockets and hitting his targets. And another thing that I love seeing out of him is the plays where he knows when to throw it away or plays.
He throws it away a lot, but
and it's good. It's smart football, dude.
I'd rather him do that than try to force it, because when he tries to force it, he throws interceptions. And there were multiple games that I did on Colorcast last year. I think it was one of them was a Giants game at least, where we're in the red zone, like, gonna get points, and it's like, third and whatever inside the red zone, and he's trying to force a ball in because he wants a touchdown. He doesn't want to settle for a field goal, and then throws a pick.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, just take the 3 points at that point. And, like, I don't know. We'll see. They haven't really been, like, in that situation in the red zone yet. So we'll see if he starts forcing shit in the red zone when they're on third down. But he looks good, and, like, when they're in the middle of the field, he is, happy to just throw it away if nothing opens up. He always scrambles and extends the play, and then if nothing opens up after all the scrambling, then he'll just, feel free to throw it out of bounds.
He's either throwing it out of bounds or taking it up the field for 25 yards. Like,
exactly.
It's awesome, dude. It's
he'll also
awesome
gladly fucking scamper.
Yeah. But honestly, dude, like, I was very, like, I had positive, like, thoughts about this season for the Eagles, and I know a lot of people, like, even just in the general media, were kind of like shutting them down, like, we'll see. Like, a lot of things have to come together to be good. They had a good offseason with their additions, but, dude, we look good. Like,
yeah,
like, we look really good. Like, best team in the NFC good. I mean, granted, it's only been 2 weeks, but still.
I think I saw the power rankings. I think we were like 5th in the NFL. Maybe lower than that, 6, 7.
Yeah, I mean, who else would you put above us right now, dude?
They had the Bucks at number 3 overall.
Oh, that's absurd, bro.
And I was like, dude, the Bucks ain't like that.
No. And it's, that's just media, like, bias because Tom Brady's there and they have some big names, like, at receiver.
And they did win a Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah.
They don't look good.
No.
Look at their 2 wins. You think they look like a good football team? Because I don't.
No. Dude, they barely struggled against the Saints. I mean, granted, Tom Brady has struggled against the Saints for, like, 4 games in a row now, but still.
Yeah. They had the Bills and the Chiefs at 1 and 2. That seems fair. Chiefs look nice.
Chiefs look nice. Bills look incredible.
Crazy. Let's get through the slate. Let's run through it.
Okay.
So we talked about the Chiefs and Chargers because we recorded late last week. But Chiefs win. They're super legit, dude. The offense looks great. They spread the ball around, but dude, they're fucking good. Pat Mahomes is legit, right? Like I definitely had questions going into the season.
Yeah,
Like
because no Tyreek.
But like Kelsey's still there, and their wide receivers have been good enough, and Pat Mahomes is really fucking good, and Andy Reid's also a stud.
That little like sidearm pass touchdown that Mahomes had was that week 1 or was that week 2?
No, that was last week, and he had fucking Tyreek tweeting at him.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, Tyreek like tweeted something about how fucking crazy that throw was.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's a baseball player making an NFL pass perfectly.
Yeah,
just dropping his shoulder, going sidearm, and knowing where he's gonna get the ball, dude. He's so talented.
So talented, bro. He's nice. Patriots beat the Steelers. That game kind of sucked. Nelly had a big touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, love to see that. Both of those teams just seem so mid to me.
They're like the same team to me right now.
Yeah,
even though, like,
shit offenses, solid defenses, and just like the same culture.
Yeah, dude, exactly. And it's just like I'm not excited watching like the Patriots or the Steelers right now, like in any sense of the word.
Nah. Giants beat the Panthers by a field goal. I see people talking about the Giants being like all this in a bag of chips, and I'm like, boss, are you
They're not
for real
good,
right
dude.
now?
They've barely beat bad teams.
Exactly. Look at who they beat. They're 2-0. They beat the 0-2 Panthers and the 0-2 Browns, who just fucking or the 0-2
lost to
Titans.
the Jets. Oh.
The Panthers lost to the Browns, who lost to the Jets.
Even so, but also the Titans just got smoked by the Bills. Granted, it was the Bills, but still.
Absolutely boat raced.
Yeah.
The Jets had a crazy comeback against the Browns.
That was a fun one.
So the Browns would have won if Nick Chubb kneed the ball at the 1. Because of like how much time was left, and the Jets had no timeouts. If he would have kneed the ball at the 1, they would have been fine. But instead, he scores the touchdown. They go up 13. Joe Flacco marches down the field, gets him a touchdown with like a minute and a half left, right? Kick the onside kick, recover it, go right down the field, get another touchdown to go up 1, and they end up catching the dub 31-30.
Yeah, but if you're Nick Chubb, like I feel like you're not even thinking that far ahead. Like, oh, this touchdown's gonna put me up 13 with how much time was left? Like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
2 to 4 minutes left. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just tough to go back and see though. If you're Nick Chubb, you're like, damn.
100p.
Could have just.
But it's just crazy how it works out.
Yeah, that's wild. Football's awesome.
Football is awesome. The Colts get shut out by the Jaguars 24-0.
They look bad. Dude. The Colts look horrible.
This is like a disappointing season, like because of the Colts and another team that we'll get to later. But dude, high expectations for the Colts, dude. I took them to win the fucking AFC South. I took them to probably hit their over on wins, maybe. They were decent last year.
Yeah, dude.
And then they went from Carson Wentz to Matt Ryan. I'm not saying Matt Ryan's fucking all that. The dude's old, but he's a fucking better quarterback than Carson Wentz, I thought.
Better quarterback. He's a veteran, dude. Like, you'd think he'd kind of bring some, like, culture and leadership to the team that I feel like they were kind of missing with Carson Wentz at the helm. But, dude, they look bad.
They're just bad, dude. And they're not using JT very well. Granted, they had no Michael Pittman this week, but, like, I don't care, bro. You guys are bad.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's still early enough in the season to where they could figure it out and still go win 9 or 10 games, maybe more if they figure shit out and stay healthy. Yeah. But like, there's not even like a scratch of like chance of me like thinking that they're going to be back.
Nope. Since 2020, which is a super small sample size, but it's important because since they expanded the playoffs to 7 teams in each, no 0-2 team has made the playoffs. But it's such a small sample size.
Yeah, that's still crazy, though, because you would think it's only 2 games that you're already in the loss column. Like, teams you can't define a team. Like, obviously, after week 1, going into week 2, and after week 2, you kind of have an idea of the definition of, like, how teams are going to be, but I feel like it's still so early.
So early. Dolphins-Ravens, bro. This game was crazy. Dude, the NFL has been blessing us with some games.
Yeah.
Week 1 I thought was wild. Week 2, you fucking topped it.
Yeah.
This game was crazy. Tua threw for 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter alone. He finished with
He had 6 total, didn't he?
469 and 6. 2 picks. But 469 and 6. Fucking absurd.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle, 11, 171 and 2. Tyreek Hill, 11, 190 and 2. The first pair of wide receivers to go for like 150 plus and 2 touchdowns each ever.
That's crazy.
Took
dude.
2 games for them to do it.
Dude, that's crazy. Like having that speed, I think like we saw in that game what speed gets you as like an NFL team.
Yeah. Dude,
like speed is might be more valuable than like security. You know what I mean, dude? Like if you're just taking those chances down the field and your guys can blow by everyone in the defense, like
Quez Watkins' fucking bomb touchdown this week was 10 yards past the closest defender.
Yep.
I saw this crazy video today. Some dude flipped the entire like game from the Ravens and the Dolphins game. So Tua was now a righty. And I watched it. And this dude, he does not throw with his lower body at all. He's just
Tua?
Flick of the wrist. Look at the wrist. That's it. Dude, he's like not stepping into his throws and he's launching the ball 60 yards downfield to Tyreek Hill in the end zone.
Yeah, that's kind of wild to think about, dude.
It's crazy.
I feel like that's how a lot of lefties in football throw, like lefty quarterbacks. Like Michael Vick was kind of the same way, dude.
Yeah,
when
dude,
he
doesn't like step into it at all. He has no lower body. He's just whoop.
And he throws bombs.
Yeah. Wild stuff. Tua's a lot better than I thought. I should have traded for him in some of our Superflex Dynasty leagues. I definitely could have, and I didn't.
Yeah, I wish I drafted him as like a backup. I had so many drafts this year where I had the option, but I just passed on it because I was like, like maybe like he probably won't drop to waivers because he has Tyreek and Jalen Waddle now, but like maybe I can buy low on him if he starts out like kind of cheap.
Great.
But I mean, you can't buy low on the guy when he puts up 50 points in week 2.
Nah. Bucks beat the Saints 20-10. Honestly, it was such a fucking boring game other than the brawl.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
There were like some mixed reviews on the brawl. I loved it. I love when people fight, especially
it's entertaining.
Yeah. Mike Evans or Marshawn Lattimore was chirping the whole Bucs sideline, and then Brady walked past, and he was chirping Brady, and then Leonard Fournette was like, I'm going to step in, and they kind of pushed a little bit, and I think it would have ended there. And then Mike Evans comes from the sideline. Apparently Bruce Arians told him to go fight, and he comes running from, gets like a 12-yard, head start and just blasts Marshawn Lattimore, and a fucking brawl ensued. Mike Evans got suspended for a game. I don't know if anybody else got anything. I think he was actually the only one that got a suspension.
Lattimore didn't get suspended?
I don't think so. I don't think he really deserved it.
No,
what did
he was
do?
Just talking shit. He was
just talking shit, and he gave him and Fournette both gave each other small shoves, right?
Yeah.
If that was all that it was, okay. And then Mike Evans comes out of fucking nowhere
and
sprinting
levels
full
the guy,
speed and blows
him.
this man up. Yeah. It was fun though. We like it.
Yeah. Hey, I saw it happen. I was like, oh shit,
dude! The entire night, even to when the fucking Packers-Bears game was on, Lex was like, "Can we just keep showing the fucking brawl from the Bucs game? That's more entertaining."
She's not wrong.
Nope. Lions beat the Manders 36-27. The Lions are legit on the offensive end.
I love a solid Lions team, dude.
Me too.
I don't know why. They're just the little brother to NFL fans. Yeah. Yeah.
But the offense can put up points. I like it. Amon-Ra is fucking nice. DeAndre Swift is nice.
Yeah.
They're good. They got some good things going on over there. And the Commanders have a solid offense through 2 weeks.
Carson Wentz is looking pretty good over there.
I snagged Carson Wentz in Coastal Chicks because I had Dak and he got hurt, obviously. And I was like, all right, I'll take Carson Wentz for week 2. I was like, but I don't know if I can trust him 2 weeks in a row. And I was terrified because he started out terrible with a couple picks and shit.
Yeah.
And then, he got together. And he ended up putting, I think, 33 points. I'll take it.
That's the thing that kind of scares me with him, though. What if he has games where he starts off terrible and doesn't, get a bunch of, garbage time points? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I get that. Niners beat the Seahawks 27-7. Trey Lance breaks his ankle.
Done for the year.
He got surgery on Monday. He's done for the season.
R.I.P. Clay.
R.I.P. Clay for sure. Jimmy G steps in, though, leads him to victory.
I saw this take on SportsCenter, I think, the other night. I think it was Tuesday, like Monday after the game, and they were saying like, dude, Trey Lance was like still developing, so having Jimmy G in there now like almost puts the Niners at a better chance to win now instead of like having like this franchised quarterback in Trey Lance.
Yeah.
And I agree with it. I was like, dude, like,
Yeah,
I have more faith in the Niners offense with Jimmy G in there than I do Trey Lance. Not saying Trey Lance isn't good or can't be good, but like for right now this year, like
I think
almost got better.
Good for everything for fantasy, and I think it gives them a better chance to win.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Like you think about fantasy, like their receivers are probably going to get more passing yards. I think it's really big for my fucking Deebo Samuel share that I have in fucking Orchids. And the running backs are going to get more work because it's not Trey Lance running the ball.
Right. He like Elijah Mitchell, if he didn't get hurt, would go from like a Miles Sanders to like I don't know.
Maybe someone who scores some touchdowns because Sanders sure shit can't.
Yeah, like a James Conner or something.
Yeah. But we'll see. That's gonna be fun. Seahawks not good. They're dookie. That's all I got. Rams Falcons. Rams win 31-27. They almost blew it.
Yeah, the Rams don't look like the same team at all.
The Rams don't look great. And you know what? I'm pissed because Allen Robinson scored a touchdown that got called back in that game.
I saw that. And
he
immediately
scored a
thought
whole
of you.
ass touchdown.
Yeah.
A whole touchdown. And then they said, actually, some dude sitting fucking 200 yards in the sky told us that he thinks somebody got hurt. So we're going to have to cancel that last play. Even though everybody played it, you know, the whole fucking play went on. Nobody was like, oh, it got blown dead. Everybody played the entire snap the entire way through. And the touchdown was scored. We're going to replay it. We're going to do that one again.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
Fuck yourself, zebras.
That kind of has some like, I'm not going to say indications, but like you got to bring up some questions about like match fixing. Like that's like, dude, if the whole play is played and there's no reason to stop until like if you know someone's hurt like after the play, then go tend to that guy. But like the play was already made. I don't understand why like this is being called. There's no reason to call this and bring it back.
They tried to blow it dead like in the middle of the play. Granted, it was like a 5-second play. It was really quick. And so, you know, they tried to blow it dead 3 seconds into the play. It was already more than halfway over.
Yeah.
But like at that point, dude, the play is already it's done, dude.
It's already developed. Right, yeah. Plus, don't you know I have him on my team?
Yeah. But the NFL is probably like, oh, we need to like pay attention to this. We need because this is what they do. Well, this is what the NBA does. They have every offseason they have points of emphasis, and okay, we're going to focus on this. Like these are the calls we're going to. And the NFL does it too. Actually, I remember them talking about it. Mike Pereira was talking about it. I like him a lot when he comes on. But they talk about what their points of emphasis are going to be. Like this week, they were talking about contact between the receiver and cornerback after 5 yards, and the NFL, that's like one of their points of emphasis this offseason and this year is like to make sure that if there is contact after 5 yards, like you call it because that's what keeps the balance between wide receivers and defensive backs, right? It's like inside of 5 yards, do whatever you want. Outside of 5 yards, it doesn't matter how much you affect them. There's no judgment. We're taking the judgment out of it. If it's after 5 yards and you're making contact that impedes their route at all, we're calling it.
Right.
That's how he explained it. I was like, oh, actually, I kind of like that. But it probably is a point of emphasis this year to be like, all right, medical spotters, if you see somebody and you think they took a hit to the head and they might have a concussion, we're going to blow the play dead.
No matter how long into the play it happens.
Yeah. And the medical spotter is probably like, well, my performance is going to be evaluated on whether or not I, spot this. I'm a fucking spotter. That's what I got to do.
Right. No, that makes sense, I guess.
But it's annoying how it plays out.
It is annoying because it's like in the moment you're like, fuck, but it makes sense.
And it's like they're doing it because they want to crack down on concussions, I guess. Right? And getting smoked in the dome.
Wasn't last year was the lowest concussion rate ever, wasn't it?
Probably.
I don't know. I saw that.
They
on
got
a
all these new
somewhere.
rules.
Yeah.
Which is good, I guess.
It's good, but it's not that entertaining. I want to see somebody. I want to watch Brian Dawkins take someone's neck off.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did you watch the Bills game?
Yeah.
I thought Dane Jackson was fucking dead, or maybe that's not his name, but I think that's his name.
What on what play?
He was the one that got taken off in the ambulance.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah.
Bro, he got hit by his teammate, and I saw the replay, and it was like, so he was like tackling with his stomach to the ground, and his helmet was like on his numbers on his back. And I literally thought that he got decapitated in real life on the field. I thought he was dead, decapitated, no head.
Oh my God.
I watched a video of it, and it literally was like, I had to click see video because it was like, this is disturbing.
This is bad content.
And it made me like nauseous. Like, it made me feel like shit. And
whatever came out about him, did they say
he was fine?
Okay?
I was like on Twitter, like searching him, and then I saw somebody was like, he's like has full like movement of all of his extremities, like he's like, you know, alert in the hospital, blah blah blah. And then he got released the next day. Obviously, he has a bunch of testing and stuff that he needs to do. I don't know if he's going to be suiting up this week, but I'm glad his head's not fucking somewhere else.
Could you imagine if some shit like that happened, like in a game like that was nationally televised? Like,
dude,
we just had to watch somebody die.
It literally
like...
is upsetting me, my stomach, to think about it right now.
Yeah. Oh, dude. What a vibe killer. Come on, dude, I'm just trying to chill at B-dubs and eat some wings. Why you gotta go out and die?
Dead ass. That's fucked up. Cardinals and nope. Cardinals and Raiders. That game was crazy too,
yeah,
bro.
Kyler Murray said, all right, I watched a little bit of film this week.
Them boys, Raiders were up 20-0 at the half. Cardinals make the comeback. They're down 16. Get a touchdown. Get the 2-point conversion on the craziest play ever. It was fucking like literally
tightest
like
window throw.
It took like a minute and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the second 2-point conversion was the window throw.
Oh, the window throw? Oh, yeah, the one that they reviewed. The first one,
he ran around and was fucking scrambling for mad long. And it took like a minute, but it took no time because it's an untimed play. It's the 2-point conversion. And then scored another touchdown. Score the 2-point conversion on that crazy tight throw and the catch in the back of the end zone. Going to overtime, tie it up, going to overtime. Hunter Renfrow fumbles, they recover it. Hunter Renfrow fumbles on the next play. He got blown up by Isaiah Simmons, fucking smoking. Yeah. It was a great hit. It was a clean hit. It was amazing. Byron Murphy scoops it up, runs it, all the way back, scores a touchdown, almost throws the ball out of his hand before he crosses the line.
I saw that. Could you imagine, dude? Doggy. Oh my God. That you would never hear the end of that.
Nope.
From your teammates ever.
And then Kyler Murray got fucking punched or slapped in the face walking out of the fucking stadium by a Raiders fan.
That's just like classic Raiders, like,
you know what?
Energy.
So far, I haven't seen anything about any of the Birds fans fighting, but I saw a lot of fans fighting after week 1. I saw a bunch of Cowboys fans beating the shit out of Pirates guy. Some dude in a Pirates jersey. Like, first of all, it's wrong sport, wrong fucking city. Like, it's not even the opposing city. You guys didn't play the Steelers. And they fucking suck. They're the most non-confrontational team of all time. How are you fighting the Pirates guy?
That's so true, dude. Oh, my God. That's so funny. You know what I saw today regarding fans was, like, the Mount Rushmore of Eagles fans. And it was, like, the Aguilar drop guy.
Yeah.
It was the guy with the Eagles hat on at the bar. Monty.
The chick from the stands. The one that yells, "That's bullshit!" And like, there's like gifs of her. It was from last year.
No, she wasn't on there. Who the fuck was it?
Dude, she's great.
It was the 2 years varsity. Yeah, that kid.
And then the dude that has all the Philly mascots tatted on him.
Oh no! You know who it was? It was some guy getting arrested for trying to like steal something from somebody's house, and as he's like getting cuffed in the car, he just goes, "Go Birds!
Go Birds!" Yeah. I know what you're talking about. There's a lot of good Philly fans.
There are, dude. I watched that video like 4 times through today. It was just cheese, and I was like, it was so good. I think an honorable mention obviously has to be the "Go Birds" kid. That shit's iconic.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, that's a good group.
He gets honorable mention. They have the fat dude that has like all the mascots tatted on his stomach. Like he has like the Philly Fanatic, like he has like the long.
Oh yeah.
He has that's like his belly button is a Philly Fanatic's fucking mouth. But like he's always at all the games shirtless, even in fucking December and shit, because he has like birds tattoos and shit all over him.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like I said, the lady that was in, like, she was in, like, the first row behind the end zone last year, and the refs made a bad call, and she was like, that's fucking bullshit. And, like, you can just read her lips. Like, she was literally on national television. She's a legend.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then, obviously, we're talking about the Fightins, but that's just for
Talking
Phillies.
about the Fightins.
Said. That's my favorite. I saw there's just one girl from Philly that I follow, and she like quote tweeted something about the birds, and it was just said in all caps. I was like, ah.
There's a video from 2018. I think it was like during our playoff push towards the Super Bowl with Barstool Big Cat and Roan, and Big Cat was like interviewing Roan at the tailgate of a Birds game. And he was just like, and one last thing, are the Birds going to win the Super Bowl? And for some reason, in just like a Scottish accent, he's just going off about how the Birds are going to win a Super Bowl. Carson Wentz is going to win an MVP. And at the end, he just goes, and one more thing, fly, Eagles, fly, and just gets everyone around him singing it. But he's like singing it in a Scottish accent. Dude, it's so funny.
I like Roan a lot.
Yeah, he's my favorite Barstool guy.
Same. They're doing Barstool Palooza right now, and I think every Barstool employee has like their own code. And if you shop with their code, you get 10% off, and whatever person gets the most sales, I think they get like $15,000. So all I saw was a Smitty tweet about it, and he was like, he posted a video with it, and he was like, look, like if I win, I'm giving the $15,000 to one person who like used my code, blah blah blah. So I'm just guessing that's how it works.
That's dope.
I don't really know. But I was going to get it
Smitty.
from Roan, but I didn't see his fucking thing. He didn't like tweet about it with his thing.
I think he did like later in the day because I was looking at his Twitter
probably,
earlier. But
probably. I'll go peep it. I'll get some shit. Barstool's got good stuff.
yeah, their shop is dope. I have a bunch
Yeah.
of Barstool stuff.
I think I want to get,
Especially,
they
like,
have
Yankee
like
shirts.
Be a Decent Person hat.
Yeah.
I think I might want to get one of those. And they had something else. Oh, they have a bunch of golf stuff that I actually really like.
Oh, their golf shit is awesome, dude. I have a few Barstool golf shirts. They're my favorite.
Yeah, so I think I might get like one or two of those, and then maybe a hat.
I
And
have
just,
one.
to support the boy Roan.
I have one that's like it's a golf shirt. It's white and it has a bunch of pine trees on it, and on the back like collar it has the Colorado flag on it. It's fucking
Ooh.
awesome.
I know they have crew necks that are like a bunch of different like tigers golfing.
Oh,
I
that's
want to
cool.
get that.
That's fresh.
Just like obviously Tiger Woods shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I might see if I can snag that. What else we got on here? Devontae Adams had 2 fucking catches. That's all I got.
The Raiders offense isn't really what
Not good.
it's shaping out to be or what it was going to be.
Texans Broncos fucking snooze fest. This was
Broncos suck.
the other disappointing team I was talking about. Dude, the Broncos don't look good, dude. Such high expectations. In every league that I have Russell Wilson in, I'm looking for a second quarterback.
Yeah,
I don't want to drop Russ because I still think that they can get it together and maybe build some chemistry and get something moving. But like,
right, but you don't want to start him now.
I can't start Russell Wilson right now.
No. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I might start Jared Goff or fucking Trevor Lawrence over him next week. I'm not even fucking exaggerating.
Trevor Lawrence is not looking too bad, dude.
No. Cowboys beat the Broncos 20-17. Wasn't expecting that. The Bengals. Sorry, the Bengals fucking suck. Apparently,
Yeah.
they're 0-2.
They're probably the one team out of those teams that I like could turn it around. That I would bet on them to be the team to turn it around and like be the Bengals of what we were expecting.
I agree. And apparently their O-line was supposed to get better this offseason.
Looks bad.
Joe Burrow had 7 sacks week 1 and 6 last week.
Yeah.
Granted,
looks bad.
Let's give a little bit of credit where it's due. Week 1 was, mostly TJ Watt was in the game for most of the game and the Steelers. Or week 1, sorry. And week 2 was Micah Parsons. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
It was solid defensive lines, but still, 7 and 6 sacks is really bad.
That's a lot, yeah.
Packers shitted on the Bears. Aaron Jones went crazy. We already talked about that. The Bears are bad. Justin Fields, bad. He had 11 pass attempts.
In 4 quarters of football. That's insane.
That is horrendous.
Yeah. I'm glad I stayed away from like anybody on their offense in all my drafts.
I got a couple shares of Darnell Mooney that I'm dropping.
Yeah, I had him last year when he was like good for the second half, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it was like, oh, he's gonna dominate targets. Yeah, when there's only 11 fucking total targets, doesn't matter.
Yeah, dude.
I'm definitely a little bit bitter because in my same game parlay that I had for the Sunday night game, there was one leg that didn't hit. Ask me what that leg was, Johnny.
What was that leg, Kenneth?
It was David Montgomery, 15 plus receiving yards. Do you know how many receiving yards David Montgomery finished with?
14.
Yes, on 2 catches.
Oh man,
Literally
that's
go
just
fuck
like
yourself.
that's one more just like reach out, and
Yeah.
that hits.
He had 2 targets though. It's not like he was dropping. Not like he dropped anything.
Right.
He caught both the balls that were thrown to him, probably behind the line of scrimmage, and got 7 yards out of both of them.
7 yards
because
on each one.
At
yeah.
halftime, I checked, and he was 1 catch for 7 yards. And I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
we'll get that in the second half. We'll get up.
Yeah. Nope. Not with Justin
Fucking
Fields at the helm.
Horrendous.
There's no monsoon to blame it on this week either.
Nope. I like David Montgomery in fantasy, though, as like a running back. I think he's going to be solid. He gets good work.
Yeah, non-PPR running back.
That's true. That is true. And then we already talked about the Birds on Monday night, but we got the Bills shitted on the Titans.
Yeah.
The Bills are amazing.
There's not much to say about the Bills other than the fact that they should
They
be in
look
the Super
fucking
Bowl.
amazing.
Yeah.
The defense cannot be stopped. No Gabe Davis. Don't fucking matter. Stephon Diggs went crazy.
That's pretty much
Josh
all.
Allen,
I mean,
stud.
their run game
Defense is really
their
good.
weakest point of their team, but it doesn't stop them from scoring points at all in the slightest.
I had a parlay that was Ryan Tannehill 1+ interceptions and Bills money line. And it was the easiest money I've ever made.
Yeah. It was funny because in our Foot Clan Dynasty matchup, both of mine and Kenny's super flex spots were quarterbacks, and I had Tannehill and he had Matt Ryan, and they combined for 1.48 points total.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to be in the same boat that I was last year, which is starting a fucking wide receiver in my super flex position.
I might be there soon too, dude. My Ryan Tannehill and Mac Jones are my quarterbacks in that league right now.
I'm not starting Matt Ryan, I tell you that much. They're playing the Chiefs this week. I'm not starting Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Anybody's going to be better at that point.
Yeah. And that's how it was last year. Matt Ryan was so bad, I literally couldn't start him.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I'm
I had the
kinda
chance to
just
trade
stuck.
for Tua this offseason, and I didn't, and I fucking should have.
Dude, me fucking too.
I had such high expectations for my Foot Clan team. I thought it was really good, like top to bottom. I thought it was fucking stellar, and I still do. Nobody's performing, and I fucking traded Kyle Pitts. I don't know why. The dude sucks. And it's just tough scenes out here. I'm fucking 0-2, and I thought that I had like a legitimate shot to win that league this year, and now I do not.
Dude, my wide receiver 2 in that league is fucking Robert Woods. So I'm in the same boat as you, bro. At least I got Darren Waller.
Let me read you my Foot Clan team. Right now, the people in my starting lineup: Justin Herbs, James Conner, Javonte Williams, Christian Kirk, Allen Robinson, Kyle Pitts, A.J. Dillon, Cortland Sutton, Matt Ryan. That sounds like a decent roster to me. Who's on my bench? Alvin Kamara. That's really the only good running back.
So that's it.
But then at wide receiver, Isaiah McKenzie had a great week 1. Hunter Renfrow, CeeDee Lamb, who's not in my lineup, Chase Claypool, Devonta Smith, Drake London, Jahan Dotson.
Man.
Dude, like my bench is stacked for wide receivers.
Yeah. Devonta would have been a good play.
And I have Tyler Higbee. I have Will Disley, who's not good. He had a good week 1, but he's not good. And then Kylan Granson, who I like a decent amount. He's 24. He's had a couple solid weeks. But he had 7 targets in week 1. So I'm kind of banking on him for the future. Because clearly Kyle Pitts can't be the future at my tight end.
Well, hey, dude, listen. All I'm saying is when we made that trade, guys in that league were giving me shit, but so far it's been in my favor. Granted, it's only been 2 fucking weeks, and it's a dynasty league, so 2 weeks of the first year.
And here's the other thing: it's a dynasty league, and both of our teams are ass. It's not like you're competing for a title right now.
Yeah, dude, exactly. I'm not even gonna. I'm in a.
So that's
full
why you should have kept
right
Kyle
now.
Pitts. If you're gonna rebuild, you should keep Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, dude, but I don't
Trading
know.
him for Darren Waller has nothing to do in a rebuild.
Yeah, but I got Isaiah Likely and a draft pick, so.
That's true. But you also give up a draft pick.
Yeah, what'd I give you, a third? You gave me a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that, dude. Maybe get a nice quarterback in the second round next year.
Gonna need it.
Next year's quarterback draft class is supposed to be nice, so I'll take a stud rookie quarterback that I can build for a few years with Darren Waller to hold me down for now, and maybe Isaiah Likely comes into play. I don't know.
Yeah, I
hope
like Isaiah Likely.
I also have bias towards him, obviously, because he's
Yeah.
Crystal Bull. But also, like, he's proven, like, throughout his career, whether that be at college and, like, the few preseason games he's got, that he has the talent to be in the NFL. It's just a matter of him getting a chance.
Yeah, 100p. So I want to talk about our fantasy league, the Random Roommates Fantasy League.
All right. Let's do it then.
Because we didn't have time to do it last week, but I would like I would like to discuss our podcast league on our podcast.
Yeah, let's get the people informed.
So last week we sucked. We'll give you the weekly report real quick. Trubisky Business at the top with 176. Clay Cole at the bottom with 68. Crazy fucking difference.
Yeah.
I guess let's run through like some of the matchups or something.
Who do we play week 1?
Week 1, you and I played Bango Bagani.
Bango.
And we took a fat L.
Whooped our ass, too.
Week 2, we played the ever so lovely Lex Artis. I'm like trying to click this and it's just not clicking.
Lex,
like
I know you're fucking listening to this, and I don't know if this is a glitch or not, but why is your team named Team Alexis Artis? What is that bullshit? That is a glitch? For me, it's showing Team Alexis Artis.
Oh, no. It's not a glitch. That's like the default. It's like team and then your username.
Yeah, so she hasn't made a team name yet.
No, she hasn't. She needs to change it.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah.
We're over here double cheeked up with Chimera virus and we're playing Team Alexis Artis.
We lost 138.1 to 139.8.
Tough scenes for your boys. Yeah, dude.
It's even worse when it's
James Conner doesn't get hurt, and you could have like easily won that game if you just got like 2 or 3 more snaps.
Literally. But Bango wins again, beats Steph Diggs my Dak, which is like funny because it's like he digs it, like he digs your Dak.
Yeah, Steph Diggs my Dak.
Your wiener.
And also Stephon Diggs, double entendre. Boom.
Stephen Friley, I don't know. Somebody correct me on how to pronounce it. Beat Emery. His team name is I'm about to go Hamler, but KJ Hamler's kind of buns this week. Trubisky Business beats the Milwaukee Bears 176 to 133. Team Dunkwoody beats Bishop Sycamore 104 to 68, and Team Mayo beats Texas Loadhouse 136 to 118.
Team Mayo. Trubisky Business had a nice week. Put up 176 points.
Yeah, they went crazy. When we look at the standings, we got 3 2-0 teams. It's Quacktown Ducks, Team Mayo, and Team Dunkwoody. And then a bunch of 1-1s. I'm about to go Hamler, Stephen Frilly, Trubisky Business, Texas Loadhouse, Alexis Artis, and Steph Diggs my Dak. And then 3 0-2 teams. Come here, Virus! Milwaukee Bears and Bishop Sycamore.
Hey, we may be 0-2, but we've moved up 2 spots, so.
Yeah.
Gotta find the positives here.
Hell yeah, dude. All about that points for action.
We got dicked in waivers this week. We were going after Gerald Everett and Jimmy G, and we didn't get either of them.
Nah. Well, Bango got Jimmy G for $50.
For $50, yeah. Shout out Bango for having the nuts to do that. I respect it.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking half your budget. We wouldn't have gotten him because Frilly put up fucking 36 for him.
Yeah. Sterling Shepard had 2 bids. That was kind of surprising. I was peeping Sterling Shepard a few times in the waiver wire this week.
Yeah, I thought about going for him too. Gerald Everett, we were fucking 4th in the bidding list, and we wouldn't have gotten him either.
Yeah, well,
Maybe we can go make a trade for a quarterback in that league because we kind of need one.
yeah, Matt Ryan in our Superflex is not ideal. I wouldn't mind trading for a QB, dude. I think that would be a smart move. Wonder who would be willing to give up.
Maybe we can give Bango like 51 fab for him.
For Jimmy G?
Yeah. He paid 50.
He
so
makes
we'll
a
give him
dollar
51.
profit. Hey.
I'm trying to look at teams.
Who's Bango's other quarterback?
Somebody in Marcus Mariota. It's Matty
Stafford, yeah.
I'm like contractually not allowed to trade with Lex
Why is that?
because she gets most of her fantasy input
Advice from
me.
you? Yeah.
So it would just be me trading with myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who's got all the quarterbacks in this league? Because I'm looking at the teams.
I was just
I'm
looking at
looking
it.
through every team, and it's like teams have 2 quarterbacks. Like some have 3, but like the teams that have 3, it's like Dak Prescott's on the bench, Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson's on the bench, or there's nobody on the bench, and they only have 2. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? How could this be?
Is there anybody available on waivers?
No.
Evenly? Ah, dude, Davis Mills is there. Cooper Rush, Joe Flacco, Jacoby Brissett.
It's Mayo that has all the quarterbacks.
Does he?
He's got
Why
Justin
doesn't that
Herbert,
surprise me?
Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill, Jameis Winston.
Oh my god, bro! 4 fucking quarterbacks.
He's got all the quarterbacks.
None that I even really want,
No.
other than obviously Herbert. But I wouldn't want to have to trade for him.
Nope.
All right, so who would you got in week 3? Oh, Steph digs my Dak.
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you. He's got James Robinson in his super flex. So if Matt Ryan doesn't act a fool, we've got a decent chance.
I know he's got Kansas City, and like Kansas City could be good, but also like it's going to be a barn burner, so maybe they're airing it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Should we start Joe Flacco? Should we pick him up off waivers and start him?
Some Flack attack. I don't mind Joe Flacco. He's got some weapons, dude. They're playing Cincinnati. I mean, their defense is
Yep.
He had 33 points last week and 16 in week 1, and that's so much more superior than what Matt Ryan's been giving us.
Maybe we should pick up Zach Wilson sometime.
Ooh, that might be a sneaky play.
I want to look at his game log from last year, see if he was good at all. Not really. Let me read you his point finishes. 21, 20, 2.3, 2.6, 20, 7.9, 2. Didn't play. 9, 25, 11, 11, 25, 15, 10.
Yeah, I think I'm good on that.
Yeah.
That's like essentially starting a mid-tier wide receiver at that point, dude.
Legitimately. It's like, oh yeah, you got the chance to blow up. Or you might finish with like 5 or 6.
5, yeah.
All right, we'll see. Maybe we'll go get somebody. We'll talk about it.
We'll update you guys next episode on who we acquire, and we'll let you know every move we plan to make. But is that going to be our true move? Maybe we're just trying to throw you off.
Yeah, who knows what we're
will
doing?
be listening. Nobody knows. Nobody truly knows except for us.
Damn,
It's the
Skippy.
beauty of fantasy football, dude.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
I
hate
guess if
fantasy
we
football.
have to.
I was fucking 1-9 across my 10 leagues this
Dude,
week.
you know what's so funny is I was texting Don today. Hold on, let me pull up our text real quick. But I forget what I was telling him about the numbers that we did on podcasts. I was like, the pod's finally starting to catch some ground. And he goes, it's because I'm promoting it across our family for you. LOL, that's freaking awesome. I was like, our family will take us to the podcasting promised land. Hopefully we can get more action with our fantasy football talk and such. He goes, I could use your and Kenny's fantasy advice. I go, Kenny went like 1-9 in his leagues this week, so just listen to me and you'll be all right.
Dead ass, dude.
Tough week for Kenneth.
Yeah.
Behind the wheel.
Very tough week. Very
You'll turn
tough
it around.
week.
You'll turn it around though. That's fantasy football, dude.
Yeah. I got some good pieces on my bench that I could be slipping in. Some of my teams are bad. My Orchids team is bad. I don't like it at all.
My Orchids team has like I'm steadily like on the fence about right now. I'm like they could be good because I got Amon-Ra, Jalen Waddle as my wide receiver 2 in flex, and then Justin Jefferson. Like that could carry me, dude. If they have seasons.
That's really good.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle, Amon-Ra, and Justin Jefferson are my receiving core, but then I got Zeke and fucking Breece Hall as my running backs, and my quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. Who's your quarterback? Who do you got for quarterback?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh, you're not giving me him.
Nope, because I got Dallas Goedert too.
Yeah, and to get him, I would have to give up like one of my wide receiving pieces. I don't want to do that.
I take Jalen Hurts for Amon-Ra.
Straight up?
Maybe.
I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'd just ride Rodgers out and see what happens, dude, because he could have games where he puts up 30, and then I'm not losing out on him. You think so?
With Robert Tonyan and Allen Lazard and Sammy Watkins?
Yeah, dude, he's just going to dump it off to Aaron Jones 3 times a game.
Until he doesn't.
Dude, so he actually had a touchdown taken back because he had like a shovel pass that was considered like a passing touchdown at the time, but they reviewed it and it wasn't like technically a forward pass, so they gave Aaron Jones a rushing touchdown, and it took me like, dude, if that touchdown had stood, I would have won. It was so annoying.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Carl and I had a great matchup in Orchids this week. It was exhilarating. He ended up beating me like
19 points.
Yeah, he would have had like
1, he had 2.
Who passing touchdowns?
No, he had 2 points.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, 2.7.
Yeah, what?
I'm looking at it right now in Orchids. It's not like it's a different scoring format. I'm looking at his game log in Orchids. He's had 2.7 points in week 1.
Oh, that's right, dude. He did flop first because they got smacked by fucking who was it? They played Chicago this week. Who'd they play last week?
I don't know. Some fucking bums.
But he's going to be Aaron Rodgers. I'm not worried about that. I'm just excited about my receiving core, dude. That's just stacked. If Julio fucking comes in healthy and Mike Evans is out this week and Chris Godwin's out for a little bit, Julio could be a nice piece in my flex.
Trade me Justin Jefferson.
No shot. No shot.
All right, fine. Trade me Jalen Waddle.
Who are you going to give me?
Jalen Hurts, I told you.
No, I'm not doing Waddle or Amon-Ra straight up for Jalen Hurts. I can find somebody else at quarterback that'll get me decent numbers and cover my ass.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, dude. Did you see his fucking volume with Tyreek Hill still as the 1 last game? It was insane. Tyreek just goes deep, and Waddle finds these pockets in the middle of the defense and then catches the ball and fucking blows by everybody. It's nuts. I think Jalen Waddle's going to be like the Justin Jefferson of what Justin Jefferson's first breakout year was. And Justin Jefferson could be the Cooper Kupp of last year. And then throwing in Amon-Ra in the mix, dude.
All right, I'll trade you Devin Duvernay for Jalen Waddle.
Dude, I'm kind of pissed at myself I didn't pick him up on waivers because he's looking good. Duvernay looks good.
Yeah, he's solid. I'm just glad that like Lamar's number 2 is usable.
Yeah, and it's not just like Mark Andrews the whole fucking time.
All right, how about MVS?
I don't want that. I don't want any part of Kansas City's unless it's Kelsey.
How about Slava Mynob Woods?
Robert Woods?
Yeah.
No, I'm good on his bum ass. Slobbert Woods. Slob on my Bob Woods.
I would keep naming players on my bench, but I don't want to embarrass myself with how fucking disgusting this team is.
Oh, it's all right. Let's get the fuck out of here. I got to go eat some dinner.
Yeah, me too. You guys have a great weekend. Go Birds. Make somebody smile. Smooches.
And make some money.
Oh, that was too much of a sexual smooch. That's my bad. Regular smooches.